I want you to do me a favor.
Yeah, sure.
I want you to hit me as hard as you can.
What?
I want you to hit me as hard as you can.
Shout to all my boss boys. Shout to all my boss boys. We rowdy. Shout to all my boss boys. Shout to all my boss boys. We rowdy. Shout to all my boss boys.
How much can you know about yourself? You've never been in a fight. I don't want to die without any scars. So come on, hit me before I lose my nerve.
Gentlemen, welcome to Fight Club.
Yeah, we've been up for 12 minutes.
Let me tell a quick Mr. M story so that Mr. W can have an understanding of what Mr. M is. Mr. W. So Mr. M, we went on a week-long kayaking trip in the Wilderness Waterway, which is like the Everglades, the backcountry. Which there's no water out there. There's you gotta bring all your water.
1, 2, check.
What else?
Oh,
Whatever. It's like primitive camping. Like there's nothing out there. There's no
Give me
electricity.
1 second. Pause your story for a
There's no
second.
lights. No one lives out there.
Pause your life.
Shut
for
your
a
face.
second. Pause your life.
What?
Shut your face.
It's not working.
.com.
Do I gotta start that whole shit over?
No, just give me a second. Just shut your face.
Shut my face.
Start off with shutting your face.
Because we're in the ones that you sit inside of. They're like touring kayaks. You're under the water. The kayak is like right there. It's not the ones you sit on top, like whatever. So, the kayak is tipping
You
over.
gotta put the
'cause
mic
it has
to your
18
mouth.
beers. Huh?
You gotta put the mic to your mouth.
It's in my fucking mouth, guy. Fuck you. It can't get any closer. Look at this.
I'm gonna put it closer.
Look at it.
I'm gonna put it closer.
It can't be closer, guy. I'll throw you
Put
right out the window.
the black next to the yellow.
So anyway.
Put it closer.
So anyway, so he has 18 beers. So he's falling over. So we go pull over. We just got out there. If we pull over, we fucking drink all the beers like idiots. We're drunk. We leave.
Put it to your fucking mouth.
So we get.
You sound like you're in a warehouse. Get closer to the
He
mic.
has a bunch of pills.
In my spacious apartment.
Who knows what? Mushrooms, whatever. He has a weed for different times of the day, right? He has he drinks the wine, right, all by himself, and then my other friend takes a giant Costco-sized Captain Morgan thing, which Mr. M drinks 95% of, right, by himself. This is a week, right? I haven't done that much alcohol my whole life. So anyway, when we get to the what? It's not working.
No, just keep.
When we
keep
get
talking.
to back to his truck, right? We finish the whole trip. It's 100 miles.
If you were a chick and I were talking to you right now, I'd already forced your hand on my cock. But continue.
So when we get back, he goes to his truck real quick, and he comes back. He has a cigarette and a beer, and he did a line of what, you know what I'm talking about. And he goes, I don't know how you guys do
With his, you know what?
I don't know how you guys do this clean living. So for him, that week was clean living. Who is that? Mr. M. And he's like, he's shaking his head like we're hippies that we only eat organic or some shit. He's like, you guys with that clean living, bro. I don't know how you do it. I don't know how you cope with life. What a champ. That's my story.
When I was growing up, you
Yes.
know, I would hear stories from my aunts that they were smoking cigarettes, and it was like the craziest thing to hear that they're actually smoking cigarettes. So it's the same thing.
Yeah.
It depends on what was your upbringing.
Yeah.
Where did you grow up?
In São Paulo, Brazil. Well, until my 20s, my early 20s.
No offense, but you look like you grew up in the Amazon River, like
Yeah.
on
Yes,
a
you
little
are,
stick, on a floating log.
But it's an awesome place to live.
Well,
The Amazon?
you.
No, in Brazil.
Oh, yeah.
So you were in the city?
The
If you
Amazon
like to
is
fuck.
it's pretty hard.
If you
there.
like to fuck,
you
hot
gotta
chicks.
learn how to hunt and go swimming and shit. It's
That's
not-
awesome.
So you
So
want to do that. That's
so
why I
you
left
were-
São Paulo, because they didn't have air conditioning.
But you were in the city. In Sao Paulo's big, like New York, right?
São
It's not like.
São Paulo is the state in Brazil, and also is the capital of the state. Both have the same name.
Oh, okay.
The city, I was born in the city, the capital of the state, and it's a pretty big city. Got like 20 million people.
What would you compare it to here? Like the
New York,
closest?
right?
By numbers, is the fourth or fifth largest by population. The
No,
largest,
I'm not saying by that.
Like New York.
What does it remind?
New
What does it
York,
remind you
New
of
York.
New York?
Big city.
It's that big city.
It's the
It's the financial center
Yeah,
of Brazil.
I know.
Yeah. So it's the capital of the whole country.
No, the capital, the political capital is Brasilia. It was created
yeah.
a few decades ago. They made the city exclusively to be the capital of the country. Before that, the capital was in the north, in Bahia, which was one of the first cities that they found when they discovered Brazil.
That's where
or whatever.
Daniel's from, right? Bahia.
But nobody discovered. Was that right? Who? Daniel? yeah.
Yeah, but they had fun killing the Indians. Not that
Yeah,
I
it was
agree with
fun.
it, but
It
they
was
had fun.
fun.
What?
It was fun.
What was fun?
If it's not fun, it's not worth it. But go ahead.
Well,
Pretty much. It's not fun. It's not
it
self-gratifying.
probably was
It's
fun. I
out,
wish I
not
was.
for me.
I wish I was there to know. I
I
wasn't.
think you would have been on the other team. No offense.
He would have been in both, probably.
No.
Yes.
Oh, you mean like I don't know. You know, there was a famous slave in Brazil.
Uh-huh.
She was called Chica da Silva,
Uh-huh.
and they even made movies about her and telenovelas, soap operas. And she was African, but she was completely African, but she brought to Brazil as a slave, and she became a lover of one of the big guys of Brazil. It wasn't the king, but was one of the top guys on the period when slavery was still big. And then,
She must have been super hot.
I mean, come on, of
Yeah,
course.
she must have been super hot.
So
I
he
was going to
gave,
say it sounds like Celia Cruz, but no.
so the guy gave her all the titles that he could, like, because you had like a bunch of titles. Even some people had more power than the king because they had titles.
Even the Incas were pussy whipped.
So they gave all the titles to her, so she was more powerful than anybody. So she wear like blonde wigs and white wigs, and for a period she was the prettiest, they say,
Yeah,
in Brazil.
yeah.
Even though she was,
Yeah,
but whatever. I guess a lot of people die still afterwards she left.
that's awesome.
Okay, but going
That's a
back to
fun
São
story.
Paulo. No, going back to São Paulo. Let's talk about fun. Hey, why do you guys? Let's go back to the good things. Brazil.
Ting, ting, montage in the montage.
Brazil.
Do you go back all the time to Brazil?
Usually I go once a year.
Once a year? To Sao Paulo.
São Paulo, I mean, and sometimes I travel to Rio. I like to go to Paraty. It's a city in the.
Oh, yeah. My family went there a couple years ago. They said it was
Is
really
that where the
nice.
saying "for real" comes from?
What's the saying?
For real?
For real.
Shit.
No, I don't know. I don't know if that's where it comes from.
Andy,
What do you
Andy's
think,
quiet
Andy?
now. Andy
I
got-
want to let Mr. W talk because Mr. W is on a tight schedule. If the police
Yeah,
has
I'm
him on a
like,
tight schedule.
you know, not on the tight schedule, but I wanna put as much as I can now because if I have to
Emphasis.
leave, I have to leave.
If
Yeah.
nobody's buying,
What time is it?
Inevitably,
Oh, bro.
inevitably.
I got time.
when you gotta leave.
I got
You're
time.
good.
I got time. So you you have been to Paraty, you say?
No, my family did. They dug it.
And what did they tell you anything about that city? It's very
my
particular.
brother was I don't know if it was in Paraty, but they were driving. My brother was driving. And
Drunk driving and probably on other stuff too. Go ahead.
No, my other brother, my younger brother.
Okay, he was just complaining.
Yes, but he was driving, and apparently he'd heard from some friends that have been in Brazil that if you get stopped by a bunch of kids, don't stop. So some kids might jump in front of the car and try to stop the car. Don't slow down is what they said. And you see, Wanderson's nodding his head right now. So
It might be a good advice.
so they were driving. He says that they were driving.
And if
my-
it's a hot chick, you know that one already, right?
That's,
No, I don't
that's,
know.
like-
that's the
I don't know
worst
that
one.
one.
That's the basic.
That's the basic.
That's number one.
What about you, hot chicks?
Wait,
I mean,
wait.
Oh,
you
that's
hot
even
chick.
That's worth it.
So he's driving, and he's got like the whole family in the car, and he hasn't told anybody about this warning that he got from people. And so he's driving down the street,
plows into a
and I guess
schoolyard.
he goes down like the wrong street, and then he sees like a whole bunch of kids right in the street, and he sort of drives around
run them
and then
over?
he turns around, he turns the car around, he's like, no, we got to get out of here. And then the kids start crowding the street, and my brother's like, everybody buckle up, and he just fucking drives, and everybody jumps out of the way. Whee! My family in the car is fucking horrified. They're like, what the fuck are you doing? He's like, I just saved everybody's life. But apparently what he was saying was that
It
somebody
would've been
told
good if he
him
would've plowed into the car.
somebody told
I
him
just-
that they'll like put stuff in the street, like tires and garbage and stuff like that, and have the
Roadblocks.
kids, they'll do
Yeah,
like a
yeah.
little mini roadblock and then rob you and maybe kill you. Is that true?
Anything can happen.
No shit. All right, so we did the right thing.
You cannot trust it. Like anywhere, if you go, if it's a sketchy area, you should always be aware, keeping your eyes and your 6 points, no
Yeah.
matter
Be
what.
aware.
Be
My-
aware. Now,
My brother came back with another story where he's in traffic and a motorcycle cop pulled up alongside them, and then he takes out his gun and he starts looking around, and they're like, "What the?
Oh, yeah,
what
that's
the fuck is
typical.
happening?" Yeah, they're like, "What the fuck is happening? Something's going down! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god!" Then later on, when the light turns green, the cop puts his gun away and then rides off on his motorcycle. And then they find out later that that's typical. If a cop is riding alone, when he stops, he takes out his gun and he's looking around just in case he's going to get jumped. That's insane.
Well,
That's awesome.
Did you ever heard about how the crime is in Brazil, how it's organized, and they have different mobs?
No, but that sounds
Well, there are
like something we should
large,
find
there are
out.
large mobs in Brazil, and each one they control
They're called gangs.
like
Yeah,
gangs,
a gang.
whatever. I mean, so there's two big ones in São Paulo and two big ones in Rio, and those are the largest states there. And whenever they really want to show their power, do something, they do it. And it happened a few times when they're like, because they're all connected. It's like a crazy shit.
Mm-hmm.
But they were like, they order a day, and then you have people being attacked all over the city, multiple attacks at the same time, stealing, shooting, and they do just like transform the city.
Like a mob, but you can't stop it.
Transform the
Wow.
city in one day.
So all the different gangs decide this is the day that we're going to do it, and they go crazy.
That sounds
No.
like fucking fun.
No, it's usually it's one big
One gang,
one.
got it.
The one big one. They have the two that are always fighting, but the one big one that is the largest one usually attacks.
Right.
That's one day.
So they'll
Besides
be like
that,
they'll be like the police can't be everywhere at once.
no, they can't. They
so
can't.
they'll
They
just
can't
start
do shit. But that's when that
doing
usually
their stuff.
happens when there's a major guy that they don't want to let it go, or there's some shit. The police is like starting to kill a lot of people. Usually there's like laws inside those gangs in Brazil.
Mm-hmm.
I was raised around a bunch of people that actually today
We
they
can
still
bleep stuff out,
kill.
don't worry.
They're still. I go back to Brazil and some friends I meet that grow up with me. You know, they talk to me like, yeah, you know, I was shooting. I went to steal from this lady with my boy, and I was like, I got the money, and then the lady was like, oh no, please, for the God's sake, don't take my money. The guy's like, please give it back to her, give it back. I was like, fuck you, bitch. So shit like that, I would hear, and you know,
Wow.
different stories. But at the same time,
Fucking
they say
crazy.
you cannot steal. There's like laws you cannot steal
There
from
are
the
laws in
closed
between.
neighborhood, or you cannot steal in your own neighborhood, or you cannot kill someone you like to speak with. So there's all these little things that are
Wow, so
happening
they have
there.
rules within their.
It's crazy. It's
They're-
very, very organized.
They
For
run the prison too.
they run the prison.
Yeah,
they can
they're
have
very-
phones inside. They can do whatever
Yeah.
they want. Like the prisons
Wow.
in Brazil are better than
Yeah,
my
better
house.
than the
Probably they
homes.
can have whatever.
I'm sure
It's crazy. The
They're-
crime there is pretty
the prisons
bad.
are good if you've got money and power. I imagine. If you're anybody else, it's
And
gotta
good
suck.
protection with you to help you to survive.
Right.
Are we gonna let Andy say anything
or
about
pussy-
that?
or
Andy,
pussy
Andy's
like
been to
Andy.
We've done
Brazil.
like 6 podcasts, just me talking.
Andy's
So
been to
I'd rather
Brazil.
have Mr. W talk, so that
Why?
Mr. W can sell stories. Because you're gonna leave because you're on a tight schedule.
No. He's doing capoeira now demonstration. 30-minute capoeira. Go ahead.
All right, let's go back to the point, which was Andy's gonna talk. Come
You were
on,
talking
Andy.
about-
Me? What am I gonna talk
No,
about?
you were talking about your gang
I'm not gonna
stuff, your
talk
gang
about-
friend.
I mean, it's pretty bad there. That's why I was just mentioning, because it affects everybody. That was one of the reasons I left the country. Because even if you have, sometimes if you have money, if you have a company, if you start making some money, people just like, even they start stealing. It's really hard to keep money there. Even the government takes away or the crime takes away from you. So it's
Wow.
pretty crazy.
Wow. And is that
There's a lot of
everywhere?
rich people there too.
Rich people is the same. What is it? Oh, there's a lot of rich
Yeah,
people,
yeah.
but then you need like
They know that are super
the majority
rich.
of rich people. They have
Security.
cars. What's it called?
Bulletproof glass.
Bulletproof
Yeah.
cars and crazy. But it's still the same because they see you and then they make like even a bigger attack with
Right, you're
bombs or
target.
with
Yeah.
You never save. You're always walking around like if you have money. No, it's
Fuck that. I can see why people leave.
That's why people leave, or if not, they just walk around like homeless. They
If
get
you
some
can
dirt
leave,
and
you
walk
leave.
around.
Right.
Smart.
If you have the means to leave, you
If you
leave.
can leave, you leave.
I just wish they wouldn't come
That's
here.
like the hood or anywhere else. Why would you stay
shit.
there? If you can
There's
leave,
a lot,
you
but
leave.
there's a lot of people that don't want to live because they're just so used to.
They don't wanna
the
live or
life
they don't
there.
wanna
The
leave?
life there is different than here.
Yeah.
There's the energy. There's the people around. Of course, families and
There's
friends.
the cheaper labor.
The cheaper labor, of course. Like the majority of people that come here that I met that come here and have to do a regular job. They have 5 maids in Brazil or whatever.
Right.
Friends of
Yeah.
mine, and here they have to work as maid, or maybe they're working
Yeah,
like
yeah,
any
yeah.
regular job, and
Yeah, yeah.
because they bought a house here and use the house to make a visa and
Right.
be able to stay here, or maybe they open
Yeah,
a company,
yeah, yeah.
whatever it is. But if they move, even if they have money, you're not gonna be splurging like, oh, your money. You need to like move and you go adapting.
It's like in people from Venezuela that come over. Over there in Venezuela, they got a shitload of money and they're somebody. They come over here, they're nobody. They're like, I think I'd rather stay home. And they go back and they fucking live over there.
They have a worse there. Venezuela.
They make hot chicks.
Oh yeah.
What I don't understand is what really puzzles me is a lot of South American men are not. Yeah. Pretty much.
Talk, my precious.
How come the chicks are so hot over there?
In Venezuela?
In the whole South America. And the guys, not so much.
I think there's something to do. There's something to do with just what is there, like the whole
mix.
Europe,
Yeah.
Indian, African,
Yeah.
the fruit, the tropics,
Yeah.
They're just boiling down there,
But why
and
would-
boys to the ass because they all have big asses.
Yes.
But why would the girls be hot, like you said, and the
That's what I was
guys
gonna say.
be
In my
mousy?
opinion, I think a little bit from my opinion in Brazil, it's a little mental thing.
What do you mean mental thing?
Because sometimes you see ugly chicks in Brazil and they look hot.
I know, but that says that they're hot anyways.
Because
that even when they're ugly, they're hot.
Because I want to be hot too. So they put that tight little pants and thing and put makeup. And
I'm
you
waiting
see
for the
she's
bad
hot.
part. What's
And
the
like,
bad part? She's trying. You can't blame her for trying.
Well, part of
No,
being
it's
hot is
not.
attitude.
But what I don't understand why a lot of chicks in Brazil that have that big ass, they're just kind of the same format. I think that's like they wish for it. It's like, I hope when I grow up I'll have that ass. And
And
they
super
just
strong
have
legs,
it.
and the
It's just
super
because they all
strong
have
legs.
that,
And the
that ass that
super
looks like a
strong
heart or a guitar, acoustic guitar.
They all have posters of the Tennis Sisters. What are they called?
Oh,
the Williams sisters.
Yeah.
They look, I want to be like you when I grow up, my precious. Yeah, but then when you go
Andy,
up,
very talkative.
but then the upper body, but they miss a lot on the upper body. You gotta say.
What's
So-
wrong with that?
No, it's not wrong.
If they go to drown, they're gonna
but
stay
then
head up.
the motorboat, you get drawn really quick. There's not a lot of water. You like, or not.
You don't need much. I know what he's talking about. You don't need much water to swim. That's what I'm saying.
But what else you guys heard about my dear country Brazil that you can talk about?
Is it
Oh,
bad
yeah.
everywhere? Is there like a safe city? So if I was going to visit Brazil, where would I go?
It's not about being safe city. Think about it. São Paulo is 200 million people. If I would start driving my car from one side,
Wait, Sao Paulo's 200 million people?
yeah.
Wow.
it's 4 times the size of Miami-Dade. So if I start driving in my car
That's a
from
lot
one
of people.
side,
yes.
Well, so
Why do you think
for
I'm here?
comparison, the U.S. has 300 million people.
Yeah.
The United States has
Yeah.
300 million people. And Sao Paulo, one city, has 200 million people.
more than São Paulo, I think just Mexico City, New York.
No,
there's
and then
there's
Asia
like-
just blows it away. Asia's just a different category.
Yeah, like India.
5 trillion people
Yeah.
per.
But so you can have another perspective of the size. If I start driving my car on the highway to cross the city
Oh,
from one
Andy's
side to the
fact-checking.
other, it takes 1 hour and a half
Andy's fact checking.
to like, yeah, fact check.
Fact
No,
checking or
that-
fact check?
That's just the city, not the metro city. The metro date, it's like the date, the count. Not the county.
not-
We don't have county.
So city of
We don't
Miami,
have county.
City of
It's-
Miami is a certain size, and Miami is like all the surrounding cities and the municipalities and shit like that. So the county or the
We don't have
province-
county in Brazil. It's like they call it
Still
the
complicated.
metropolitan area.
Okay.
Is how they call it, whatever.
That makes sense.
So the
To
metropolitan
who?
area.
We don't know what it is.
But so going back to the
general-
a little
the
bit of
general
difference.
Sao Paulo
I'm gonna
area.
focus a little bit on Rio and São Paulo because those are the largest city difference. São Paulo
For real.
is, think about it, it's that big, but then you have like an area here, and you have people with houses of, I don't know,
Okay,
$50 million,
but let's-
$50 million right here, each house. And then, like right on the next blocks, there's houses that
$3
are
bottles.
made of wood, and the houses are like, I don't know,
With
made out
shit
of
on
wood.
the floor. With shit on the floor.
So you have a bunch of those patches everywhere, and they're not only one area. The rich here and the poor here, they're all mixed,
Right, they're
and
all in the
that
same
makes
place.
like really crazy too, because you're super poor, and the guy's like super rich all the time, and people are just like,
Yeah, and you're surrounded by people that want to kill you and take all your stuff.
and
all
then you have the
time.
good neighborhoods like in downtown. You have decent neighborhoods, but still, even there, you gotta keep an eye.
So break down the different.
Okay,
the
that was
different
São Paulo.
states. Listen, the different states tell us the characteristics of the people.
Oh, that's funny.
Go ahead.
My
Okay,
friend,
let's start with the north. The north.
He wants to know where they say "my friend, my friend,"
my friend.
right with a knife behind their back.
My friend. My
He does it
friend,
perfect.
you know, the people from the north, like Bahia, they like talking very slow and they don't not rushing and they just like enjoying life. People from Bahia like that,
that-
my friend.
So they're lazy.
Curitiba
So you're
in the
saying they're
north?
lazy.
Huh?
Is that like a
No,
pizza
it's not.
town?
It's a little bit. Well, it's super hot there, and it's tropical. What is
Tropical,
it?
yeah. Like
It's
an
tropical.
ocean, or-
It's a lot of hot people, and they take their time. They take their time.
everything.
They don't give a.
It's like island time. It's like the Caribbean, their island time.
It's like Hawaii. I don't know. It's like an Hawaii
Yeah.
kind of mood.
yeah, they're not in a rush.
north.
They're doing
A
the
lot
thing.
of drugs.
I don't know. But
What
in the
cities
north,
are in the north?
In the north, the main ones are like Ceará when they have the dunes.
Never heard of it.
It's
But go.
northeast, northeast. Yeah, northeast.
Okay.
So you have
We
a lot
don't
of
fucking know.
dunes.
We don't even know Miami, so
Northeast of Brazil, and you have a lot of dunes and the ocean all together. So at some point, you might feel like you're in the desert, and you drive like with a boogie, 2 minutes, 5 minutes, and you're in a beautiful ocean.
Yeah,
and then you keep
That's
going
racist.
down.
We don't use that word anymore.
Boogie. What?
Shboogie.
The car, the little buggy. Sorry.
he just feels powerful about some certain things that are weird.
If you go to the left, is the Amazon. So
What's the safe word?
northwest.
What's
Well,
the
so
safe word for
it's
mo-
jungle,
Terrible
beach,
human being.
or sorry, jungle, dunes,
Northeast,
and then water.
Northeast, there's no jungle. Northeast is just dunes and water. Northwest is the jungle.
Okay.
It's the Amazon, and then you keep going down. Northeast is still about a dunes.
Tell us about the people. You never told us about the people.
Oh, the North people are very like chill.
They're lazy.
You can't say that because there's a lot of talent that
Not
comes there. A
active,
lot of
not
artistic
active.
people,
Okay.
and to be
Okay,
artistic, you
drugs,
gotta take your
drugs.
time. So.
Drugs, okay?
Whatever, I guess. But if you say in Brazil, they are the lazy ones. If you're gonna like
I'm
talk
glad
shit.
you finally.
Okay, and you keep going down. Receive a little bit too. They have Minas Gerais is kind of like the center in the middle. They have a lot of cheeses and like what a cow.
How are the
or-
chicks? That's what we really want to
The
know.
chicks that are whatever. I
Where
stay
are
in
the
the
chicks?
coast.
Where are the chicks the hottest?
Rio,
Uh-huh.
Rio, because there's a culture there about just.
But are they real or are they made?
They're of course always made everywhere, but I feel like a lot of people because of the culture. Rio is a city where they like working out.
Yeah.
There's everywhere when you go out. There's places to work out, to different sports, soccer. There are
cool.
people playing everywhere. So you
Then when I get hotter to fuck
people
more.
want to get hotter.
To
Oh,
fuck
it's
more.
like the culture.
Yeah,
They
yeah,
want to
it's
get
awesome.
hotter.
But this is like the United States. Like
not every
the
city.
coasts
Not-
are awesome and everybody's hot. The mainland
It's
inside,
full of wildebeest.
fucking yeah. it's-
Wildebeest and fucking
Rednecks.
buffalo grass.
Denver's like the fittest city in the United States. So
Who's that? Who the fuck's that guy?
Who said that?
Who the fuck is the
Yeah,
guy? You
good
do
at it.
nothing.
that throws a wrench in your little theory there.
Conor McGregor just showed up.
But I went to Rio and I noticed that in the beach it's set up nice. Every like 50 yards for real. There's a
But you
a
told
little
me it was
sand.
one for young boys. You told me it
Yeah, all I was
a
doing
boy
was
fade.
no, because for like $10 you can fuck a little kid
My
and then choke
friend,
him.
my friend,
And look, choke him to death.
my friend,
and just bury him in
you
the
be-
sand, feet up.
my friend.
Nobody cares. Nobody
The
looks.
burial is $2
Nobody even looks at
extra.
you.
You mean Brazil?
Yeah, that's why you bury him in the sand. You don't have to pay.
Where? In Brazil?
Yeah, in Rio.
Oh my God.
I wasn't fucking kids. It's,
It's pretty-
joking.
it's
It's,
pretty
a
bad.
joke.
It's pretty bad.
But every
He's
like
not
every
joking.
It's pretty bad. He came
So-
out on the show How to Catch a Predator twice.
imagine
Twice.
you've been there, right? You've
Did
been
he
to
catch
Rio,
him
right?
the first time?
What is that?
You've been to Rio, right? So the beach is set up. They should set up every beach like that. Every 50
With a bunch
yards.
of hot chicks? I
No,
agree.
Yeah, there's hot chicks everywhere.
That's the
but
most important
there's
ingredient. Listen.
There's a fruit juice stand. There's
And that's
a
what-
soccer, a sand soccer thing, a volleyball thing,
I know
and
we
then a
went.
little
We
thing
went.
to work
We
out.
explored the city.
I'm just saying, and
Very
then
fun.
and then you like because back then I was running. I wasn't always fat, and like
Or
another
short, and he
another.
was taller too.
I was 6'5" and shredded with chiseled features. And I was a supermodel. Anyway, so every like 50 yards is another whole, all of that again. And like the little workout thing, it's awesome.
Of course.
So by the time you get to the end of that whole
You're rock hard in
fucking
your little
thing,
speedos, in your sungas.
big time.
Bro, I'm telling you, my friend. In Rio de Janeiro, you gotta have
friend.
that speedo.
My friend,
My friend, the chicks dig it.
And the trannies are pretty good there too. Oh, is this thing on?
Even the women that were born women are
You
hot
know
there.
what? I got fucked up. I got fucked a little bit for me after being Miami all these years. I used to just enjoy my speedo, and now when I put it on, I feel kind of like self-conscious.
Yeah,
I'm
but
like,
listen,
Everyone
one
does
thing-
look
I'm
at
like,
you.
shit.
But listen, one
Great
thing is
smother.
speedo. Why is yours a G-string? It's what-
Yeah, that's true.
Which one? No. I like just the regular trunk, the square
I have a
one.
picture.
Yeah, those are
of
nice.
I
I
have a
gotta say.
picture of him in his
I
speedo.
can, I
It's
can
hot.
show my thigh.
The only thing that's weird. The only thing that's weird is the hair's coming out. From the,
Oh no no! no. I'm sorry. You gotta trim
Aún
it.
natural.
If you're gonna use that, if you're gonna use that speedo, you gotta trim it. Trim the size, brother. My brother. My brother. It just like when you used to roll back in the day with the little Valetudo shorts. You know, we had to shave, bro.
I still have them, the bad boy.
Bro,
shorts.
remember the Valetudo shorts? That shit.
I still have them. What are you
Shogun, dog.
Sugar.
All
I
day.
don't watch them. That's why
He looks like the
that's why
Navy
they're
SEAL
perfect.
guy. Like the Navy SEAL guy
Now-
with kick and slap from the UFC. You
if
don't
any-
remember?
Come on, but
One of the first ones.
If anybody today would use those shorts now, we would think that's ridiculous. Come
Oh,
on.
really? Okay, I won't wear them.
I'm saying no, like not to train, but to fight in the UFC or.
Oh,
I don't
really?
think they're rolling right now.
No, they do.
They
George
still-
St. Pierre?
No,
The last person I saw with him was
the
Marco
Valetudo.
Hua.
The Valetudo ones were smaller. They're really short,
They're not
like
bad.
right there on,
Yeah, I remember
on
those.
your.
I don't think they're bad.
The worst was Dennis
Who
Hallman.
gives a fuck anyway?
If you want to learn how to speak Portuguese, just put ish in front of anything.
The best was when
Yeah, and change the H's for R's.
Oh yeah,
The best-
Brazilians cannot pronounce the H unless we change
best
our
was-
accent to speak like a person from the United States of America.
the best.
Then we can
You
talk
sound
perfect.
like you
That's how I
sound like
talk.
Benicio the guy.
No, yeah, we cannot pronounce the H and what else? The L, the R after the L after
And
the
then you make
R.
up words.
Is that
And
the
then you make
Japanese
up words.
influence?
Like world.
Is it?
No,
Yeah, it might
For
be.
sh- if you hear any Brazilians saying
This guy's a
world,
language expert.
world, most like
He-
they say word.
he's
They
a
don't pronounce the L.
linguistic
I do that mistake myself
Word.
sometimes.
Linguistic.
World, and then
And
also
in
the
my
H.
part of the
And
word.
nothing else.
The word.
Wait,
And we
break it
say a
down,
lot.
break
We
it
say a
down
lot.
from the root of the word.
We say a
It's
lot.
Greek.
You know.
Well, they do
You
that.
know?
They do that here too.
You know.
Yeah, when you try
You
to
know?
scam people, that's a good
You know?
reinforcement word.
You
Wow.
know?
To keep talking. You know what I mean? You know,
You know?
like,
You know,
like, if you know-
suggested
you know?
thinking.
If you know why I'm
You
talking,
know,
if you know,
right?
but if you know why I'm talking, just let me stop talking right now. Okay, you know,
I know.
you know
Yes.
that I know that you know.
Yes, we
So we're
do.
good.
you know.
2, 1, 2, 3, and 2. The Andy's gonna talk again because
No,
he hasn't
it's
talked.
that you're an interesting person and we only have 2 hours and you gotta leave because the sheriff.
No, you are
Okay,
super
let's
interesting.
focus.
Sheriff is
Let's
lock
focus.
you up. There's a curfew,
There's a
bitch,
sheriff in town.
Well, I called
Wait,
the
wait, wait.
sheriff and I got authorization, so I'm good.
for 2 hours.
Bro, shut up. What is the focus of the conversation? Let's just stick to the
Yeah,
point so
live
we
in
can
the moment.
we
Live
can
in the
enjoy.
moment.
This is what I want
We
to do.
can enjoy the time.
This is
What
I
is
wanna
what
do.
is
when a
it?
chick
Do it
catches you
quick.
cheating,
Do it
hey,
quick.
when a chick catches you cheating, live in the moment.
Do a quick life history. Real
What
quick.
chick?
about
What are you talking about?
about the
chick,
Gracies?
the
About
chick
you,
right next
guy.
to you.
about the Gracies.
Not about the
You're
girls.
joking.
About
This-
you.
this girl?
Hey, you're dreaming.
I don't know
About
her.
you,
You're
guy.
dreaming.
I was born. I was left on the doorstep of whatever, some monk's house.
I still think I was adopted. No, I'm kidding.
The monk with the biggest dick. Thanks. Thanks a lot. You couldn't get the guy with that Japanese monk. No. They get the fucking black African fucking Amazon giant third leg cock monk.
that racial conversation really. If you do
Yes, sir.
one of those DNA tests
Yeah.
that you can do with
I am.
spit,
I am.
and you send the spit and they do a DNA test.
saw a thing
and they
where
can
if
give you a
this
percentage of.
Every time I fuck, I do the first part
If
of the
this
DNA
toe
test.
is
Spitting
the
They
blood.
tell you like, oh, you're 5% Asian, you're
I'm half
10%
black.
African.
I'm
Why'd you
half
spit
black.
on me?
All of this
DNA
percentage.
test.
So
I'm
we
half
are.
black.
If you really go look at our DNA, we have a little bit of every race.
I'm half
a
black
little
from-
bit, even
from
if it's
the
a
waist down.
tiny.
But
I
only
killed
the
my
bad
joke.
parts. Only the bad parts of every race.
I'm half black from the waist down.
Is that why you're so ashy?
Huh? Yeah.
Okay.
He knows that I'm not half black from the waist down. He's
No,
seen
we
my,
gotta-
he's seen my hog.
You gotta give me your calf training.
You want
Wait.
If I can have 2 more cock
Wait,
inches.
you don't know about the implants? He doesn't know
He
about
implant
that.
his calves.
Those are implants.
Oh man. You think I care? I would do
Oh,
liposuction.
implants?
Yeah.
Or I'd be
They're
taller.
implants.
What can make you
Come
taller?
on, you know that.
Let me touch it, bro.
Think I
They're
give a
implants.
shit? I make a
No,
mark.
don't do it hard. Ah, my head's gonna.
So wait.
Alright.
Andy said something interesting here.
Yes,
he
sir.
said that he's seen your hog.
Yeah, I don't think he wants to talk about
You
it.
mean you have a motorcycle?
I don't think he wants
You
to talk
both got
about it.
Hardys?
Tell your life story, guy. Quickly.
What do you want me to focus on?
Okay, I was born.
What year were you born?
82.
Social security
Damn, I don't
number?
even remember 82.
Let
got
me
clear
see. It's
memory of that.
1, 2, 7, 9, 1. I forgot the rest.
No.
Let me see. Let me check here on my.
Did you come by yourself or with your family?
I came by myself.
Oh wow. So your family's back in Brazil?
Why do you put a stupid face as soon as you said that? Like we're supposed to be proud of you or something.
Because you
I'm just
should.
kidding, I'm just kidding.
Because I fucking am. Because I am fucking proud of myself.
That's true. We are
He's an
too.
interesting guy.
Yes, he is.
And I was actually thinking about it today that I should, because the only way I can keep going forward and being able to do everything that I do. If I'm not motivated and be positive about what I do, so I believe in myself, I can never keep going.
And if you
I'll give up.
quit, that's garbage.
Piece of advice: don't ever hang out with these two guys ever again.
Yeah, you're hanging out with
Wow.
losers.
Listen,
You're hanging out with the wrong people.
But we're cool losers. We're like the
Look,
we're like the cream
and you're
that rises.
not a cool loser, and you're not a cool loser. That's the difference.
Yeah, you're a really.
So the fact that I'm here
a
alone,
really dorky
it make
winner.
lately I've been realized I have to be even more positive because
course.
sometimes I think I got over the whole not having my family here, and I had to because I miss them and just like more. I always was independent from the way in. My mom raised me by herself pretty much until she got into another relationship when I was 8, and then but. She always was hard with me and gave me the thing that you gotta go and move forward and do your own thing. So I always worked hard in Brazil, and then I came here by myself, blah, blah, blah.
No, plus you started a family here too. That's awesome.
Here you go. But then I had to get over the family thing, which I was really into it, like the whole...
Of course.
And now that I'm here, I have to motivate myself even more because the family's not here. But you gotta now I'm learning that. Not only I gotta motivate myself, but by keeping touch with my family, even a little bit, that also gives me more motivation.
Of
so it's like
course. Double.
you keep up
Double.
both
Yeah,
sides.
yeah.
It's hard work.
Definitely.
Fucking hard work.
It's draining. It
should be,
drains
though.
you.
It drains because people like they think I don't do any shit. They're like, oh, can you check how much the price of this for me? And then I'm like, okay, I check the price, and like, and then I tell the price in English and then in dollars. Oh, how much is that in real? I'm like, I have to go fucking check how much the dollar
Do it
that
your fucking self.
That's just an example, like.
Yeah.
And
Is this
that
for
is my
work?
whole family. I'm the oldest of 40 cousins. What is it? What you ask?
I was asking
40?
if that was for work, but no, it's
No,
your
no,
family
my
asking
family.
you. Right.
So sometimes to keep up my whole family is a lot of work in Brazil. So I'm like, fuck, if I'm gonna keep up with them, I
I
cannot
wipe
live
my
my life
ass
here.
with people here.
Huh?
I wipe my
should.
ass with people here. I don't even talk to people.
Well, that's
Whoa,
all-
this is not the.
I'm like, hey,
Unless it's a podcast.
I'll see you in 20 years. When I run into people like a funeral
I'll
or a
see you
wedding,
at Best
I'm
Buy.
like, hey, I'll see you in 20 years, and they laugh, but I'm not joking.
Well, there are a lot of people
I'll
that
see
you
you
should
next
do
time
that.
somebody
but-
dies.
If you see me, it's because I haven't seen you first and I haven't gone into the darkness of the corner.
And even at the funeral, I'm like, later.
I haven't
Just turn
gone through a
around.
lane of Target that I really wasn't gonna buy shit from.
Andy's walking into the funeral home, and somebody that he knows spots him. He's
Andy,
like,
can
"Oh my
you-
god, are you just getting here?"
Can
No,
you
I was
sing
just
at my
leaving.
funeral, please, Andy?
I'll go to your
Can you
funeral.
sing at my funeral?
I'm gonna live forever, so yeah. I'll
I
be
want you to
ready.
sing.
What song would you sing at his funeral?
Baby got back.
Not.
My anaconda don't.
I would sing "She's My Cherry
All right,
Pie."
Andy,
first
shut
time I
up.
saw
Let me
his
go back to
song.
my biography,
The
okay?
first time I saw his
Very
song,
important
I was like,
shit.
oh.
Let me see what time it is. Is that the police? Is the sheriff? No, not okay.
The
I'm good.
sheriff. The sheriff has a ticking time clock.
All right, I'm gonna say a little biography. In May of 6 of July, was born a little boy in Brazil. No, for real. I was born in '82 in Brazil. I started studying computer science. That was my major, and that's what I did before I left the country. Always doing computer. I got here also doing computer
Like
science.
IT stuff or programming stuff?
Both, but when I got here, I came as a programmer.
Wow, okay.
I always wanted to focus on the hardware and software because for me, I wanted to be able to have a broad knowledge of the whole techie. That was my focus. I did it because it was the money
That's
thing
good.
at the
That's
beginning.
smart.
At the beginning, I was like, what can give me more money
That's good
right
work,
now
though.
as a career?
Yes,
I was like,
yes,
I was
that's a good
little
start.
kid. I
That's
was
a
like,
good start.
I should be a doctor or a fucking techie guy because that's where the future is going.
Techie guy.
So that's where I
Techie
went.
guy has less student loans. Techie guy.
Oh yeah, I don't have any loan in school.
And he has usually more guayaberas too if you
Nice.
The techie
Guayaberas. I got like 2. You gotta hook me up with the guayaberas.
No, so
Where you get
guayaberas
yours?
are
I
awesome.
love these fucking things.
They're awesome.
And it's always untucked.
And you can
And they're
put like
cultural.
pens and all the.
Yeah, yes.
But when I got here, it was more like I got into this big corporation, 40 people in my department, IT department, only 40 people, blah, 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 big corporate. And then I got bored of it. I was like, fuck, this is it? And I was like, oh, no, that's not what I want. I want to be in the office 9 to 6 every day. And I started like focusing more on my artistic side and doing other artistic shit, martial arts, start martial arts that I always wanted to do. I did in Brazil capoeira for a few years.
I called it.
But what capoeira?
Yeah, the capoeira.
I capoeira because in Brazil they have like little
Capoeira
centers
boa.
for free to help kids so they won't be doing shit. So they like teach free.
Professor Energia.
Professor. Oh, you remember Energia? Energia used to teach there at the gym. So I did capoeira and whatever. But
Do
jiu-jitsu
you know how to play that instrument? Ding, 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 ding.
the berimbau. Nah, I don't know how to play that shit. Fuck it. I was learning how to spinning kick, do spinning shit and head
good,
kick
that's
people.
good.
So from that, I did a little more artistic shit.
How
and
old were you when you came over?
Jugging
Who's
both.
doing the heavy breathing?
Who do you think? Papi, I can hear you breathing.
Is it me?
Hey, cut it down.
What was your
I don't
question?
know if Andy's sleeping
how-
or having a massive coronary.
Hey, where's the host, man?
How old
Can't
were
believe
you?
it, man. I'm
Host.
How old were you when you came over?
24.
Okay, cool.
When a Cuban offers you
10
piña,
years
it's
ago.
different than the bringer you're used to, guys.
No, that's one of the reasons I'm shocked. It's been 10 years I'm here. I'm like, fuck, 10 years. And
Yeah.
I'm just like, kind of like,
Oh, it comes into perspective.
shit, like, I'm here,
and-
I'm not there anymore, okay.
Time
you know.
flies. Like after a
Time
while, you're gonna be like,
flies.
no, I'm not Brazilian anymore. I'm never going back.
When I go back after a month, I'm like itching to come back.
To
There's
come back
just-
to Miami?
There's just too many little things that like they keep building me, and I'm building up like that. I just want to get out of here. You want to go to the bank? You need a whole day,
Why?
the
In
whole
Brazil.
day to go
In
to
Brazil.
the bank.
Why?
Because first of all, traffic is insane, and then you get in there. There's a huge line. If you go in a bank, you're gonna be there
Jesus
3 hours in a bank at least.
Wow.
Fucking hell.
It is the system is just fucked up. The system is if you think our system in the U.S. Thank you,
Baby,
sir.
baby, can I get
yeah.
another one?
If you think
Thanks, babe.
But thanks for waiting to that.
that's why when I come back, every time I come back from,
Look, refresh.
Hey, this beer's warm. This beer's warm, but
hey,
tasty.
the service here sucks. Every time I come back from Brazil, I feel like I'm the luckiest person. I get in my car, I turn around, I'm like, wow.
When you
'Cause-
leave Brazil and come back to Miami?
Come back, because there I rent a car, like I rent a little 1.0. You know, the majority of cars in Brazil are 1.0. That's the engine. It's the bullshit
Okay,
power.
so a small engine.
It's like whatever. And plus,
Whatever.
if you drive around, you can feel the whole every hole in the street because the car got nothing. So I come back, you know, just value. It might be bad here, but come on, we are pretty lucky.
Oh man.
Come on, if
Super
you're gonna
lucky.
do like the bank system,
This
the
is the best
school
place to
system, the
live.
traffic,
We are
the,
In
super
history.
lucky. Yeah, we
Not the
complain.
best country on earth right now. It's the best place in the history of everything.
We're super lucky to be
Especially
here.
this time. You know, I'm pretty poor, and I live a super comfortable life.
you know, people that say they're poor usually the ones that hide the
Ah,
most money, and then
I
you
like
must
this
have
one.
like all the money under his couch
Like a
or
regular-
And he's got like 1,000 guns.
Sorry. I just what happened? What happened?
1,000 guns.
What?
And he invests in firearms.
Hey,
No.
Andy, can you hook me up?
My guns
Can you hook me up?
are.
Give me a piece.
My guns are all. They all serve a purpose.
You ended up making out with the dude when you drank the other one with you?
Which one? I make out with dudes on purpose.
But for you, Andy, we've been friends all this time. We never went shooting together. Can't believe
Yeah,
it.
I went with you, stupid.
When
With Amato. With Amato, remember? Went to the gun show first.
Shit. Yeah, we
And then
did.
you're like,
Just
what gun do I
recently?
get? And I was telling him you should get a Brazilian gun because you're Brazilian. And he's like, they make shitty things.
Fuck, I don't want to get that. What is it? What's that?
Taurus.
Taurus. I don't want
Taurus
to
is
Taurus.
factory.
Oh, yeah,
I
that's
don't know
Brazilian.
Taurus.
Right.
They have a Taurus here, and I have a Taurus. It's a great gun.
And
Yeah, but
having
most
a
of the guns they
beer.
make suck.
and he's having a beer.
Oh,
A what?
Oh,
Taurus are for Tarrus.
no, but the gun I
Are
have
for
is
what?
good.
Tarrus.
What's a tarul?
You know what Tarrus is?
No.
Water?
Like when they cheat on you, you got horns. You know, Vinny.
Oh,
you know
okay,
Vinny.
got it.
Yo, what's that? What's that in your hands?
Vinny knows.
Water?
Wonky, yes or
Don't drink
no?
no.
Taurus extra. The fucking alcohol is out
That's
serving.
vodka.
Wonky, yes or no?
What?
Vinny knows about that shit.
Oh,
Vinny knows about
wonky. Wait, relax. Karate chop. And Judy chop. I've never done that. That's awesome, though.
It's organic.
like-
Karate chop.
Wait. Is that chocolate from California? Is that chocolate from California? What is that? But let me see the wrapper.
Guy, it's organic, guy.
The dark chocolate.
It doesn't have any
Go.
big fat. I'm not
Go.
gonna give
Oh,
you
look,
the-
you know, I wanted to see Trader Joe's or some reputable thing. I don't want to be like, I'm not immune like Andy.
He's one of them guys.
No, I'm not
I'm
immune
gonna
like
give you
Andy.
all- I'm not immune.
You live all of
You
your
just slit somebody's
salary.
throat, You're full of blood, and that's when you're coming back to.
You live
That's
all of your salary at Trader Joe's and Whole Foods.
Well, that's my fear.
Hell
That's
yeah, well,
seriously.
I heard that.
On my way over here, I was like, oh, maybe I'll smoke out with them, and then I was like,
Why
and
are
then
you
I'm be
scared?
driving home,
Then I'm
and
like,
then I've
I've
got
never
my
taken a
gun,
chance in my life,
and
I'm
I'm
like-
like, I gotta stay away from I'm gonna pull over to the side of the road, I'm gonna take my gun out, I'm gonna put it in the trunk, put it in a box,
I've never seen anyone
know what's awesome?
fight of a gun in my life.
and then the
My
next
gun
next
is on
block
my
over,
dick
I'll be like,
all
no,
day,
maybe
every
what
day.
if I need my gun? I'll cut out and I'll put it over, I'll pull over,
That's
take it
the
out.
one that I put in my friend.
Oh, what?
The one that I put in my friend in Winwood.
Say that again? Oh,
The
dude, that was
story.
crazy. That was I showed that to my wife. I'm like,
Anybody bursts
yeah.
in here, I'm dead. I can't get with the gun out.
Yeah, because nobody thinks nothing can happen.
Oh my God, Andy got a gun.
He also likes to drink
that
that.
loaded?
Come.
Yeah.
Well, unload that
That's
shit.
it.
Do I have to say something like fire in the hole or something real loud like that?
Should I put this in your face before?
Don't point it on me.
It makes less blood, right? We keep the blood in.
Yeah. I hate when I kill these.
Okay, here's the
Listen,
bigger,
if I kill the old medic sword, it went off like yours did.
Are you going to war?
I left mine in the
Here's
car.
a bigger magazine if you want to try with a bigger.
How can you guys leave one in the car?
No, I left mine in the car so that
wrong with
if
the thing?
if
You
we got into an altercation, you couldn't say I didn't know he had a gun. I need to be invited in.
You took it out?
Yeah.
Here, look.
I can bring in mine if you
Horse
want.
guy, I'm not like you. I don't give people loaded
Andy.
guns unless they tell me.
Andy,
Give me
this
the
is it.
loaded.
This is the one I
I
got.
need
Unless you
this,
tell
bro.
me,
right?
I need this.
No, unless you tell me. Give me the gun loaded.
It's the best carry gun they make.
It's great.
Well, there's better ones, but they're like, double the
Yeah,
price.
I'll
There's
go
no
get
reason
mine
for it.
and I'll show you my holster too.
Yeah.
That's the best
I don't care
overall.
about. Listen to me.
Nice.
Let me
I
tell you a
like
little
it.
secret.
I love
I'm
it.
something that I'm gonna carry all the time. I don't mind spending whatever money because I'm looking for comfort and for
Oh,
something when I
look
pull
at
it
the
out.
bullets the guy
You
got.
can get this for $320.
Look at them
$350.
bullets.
I know, but I don't mind paying more than that to get something that I'm super extra happy with. Of course.
But what I'm saying is, quality-wise, it's pretty close to anything, and it's like $320, $350 for sure. You can get it, like right now
Okay.
on the internet.
Do you have
You
a
go and you're
concealed
gonna get a
permit?
gun that's maybe 10% better.
Andy,
you're
do
gonna
you
pay
have
like
a concealed
$1,000
carry
for it.
permit?
Okay,
Yeah.
but what's
Nice.
if you could have any gun within reason, within
To carry?
max
It would be
$1,000.
this one. There's no
$1,000.
better gun. There's no better gun.
Okay, that's good.
There's no better gun. The only guns that are like
There's no better guns, but
No,
now
no.
you're looking for the ingredients.
no.
What do you do
There's
when
no
you're
better
rolling?
gun.
What do you do when you're rolling with your gun? When you're rolling, where do you keep your gun?
Yeah.
It's like in my bag, like 5 feet away from me.
Now I know.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Here.
Anything can happen, but no.
That's it.
That's it. I don't wanna. No guy, get on my face.
Hey,
Try it
Listen,
on.
Andy, at this point, I'd rather have your teeth
Are
brown
these-
than yellow.
Hey, but try it with the bigger
are
magazine.
these
It's
space
like if Andy's sipping on wine all day long.
are these space chocolates?
Are they what?
The magic chocolates?
Charlie in the Chocolate Factory?
Yeah.
Yeah, but you don't get any pinga when you win here. What?
Yeah, but that's a 19. You had a 19.
I have this exact gun.
Hey, but look.
I had it with a 17-round clip, and then West Miami police pulled over my brother, took the clips out of the fucking thing.
Magazine.
The maggot.
Did they take the bullets?
He's wearing a Punisher shirt.
Nah.
With my
That's
belly.
no,
But
that's
my
not the
belly
part.
makes it look like
Listen
it's
to the second part.
my belly makes the teeth look like a ramp.
It's not about
Like
the.
a ramp.
No, listen, it's not about the shirt.
Like
It's
landing
about
strips on the
Wanderson's-
airport.
Wanderson saying, "I've seen you with that shirt 6 days in a row." That's the part of the Punisher shirt. It's an identification. It's not really making fun of the shirt.
You know what it is? I shop in the same section as my kid does in Walmart. So I dress like a 5-year-old.
Maybe he just buys a lot of the same shirts, like a few of the same.
Yeah,
Why not?
I just don't care.
Yeah, but I don't like it there.
No, that's
to be
better.
Mine has to be here.
Yeah. Wonky.
I'm not even
Put the magazine. Put the magazine. The
I
bigger
love
one.
these, don't worry,
The one with the extra round, so you see how
I
it
love this
feels
gun. This gun shoots
in your
like
hand.
a fucking
Yeah.
beauty.
No, it's good. That's the best overall gun that exists.
Which one? His?
The Glock
This is-
19.
What I like about it is that it just clips on
It's just
top.
a little big.
Anything that requires anything more than just slipping it in is
Yeah.
NWI.
No, what they made now it's a way better than it was 20 years ago.
I don't know why, You know what people should invent? A comfortable, nice underwear. A comfortable, nice underwear you can slip the gun in.
They have those.
Oh, here you go.
I have it
They
right
have those
here.
like
But
a
hold
belly
up,
band.
do they have them sexy?
I have it right here.
No, they have like a belly band thing.
I said sexy. Please explain to me what's Let me see them bad boys. Let me see them. That's the underwear? Guy, that's a fucking...
That's not underwear.
That's
Oh,
not
wow.
underwear.
Is that for?
It's not underwear, but it goes on top.
Is that like a belly band?
No, it's not a belly band.
Okay, get
Thanks for
the
pointing it right
microphone on your mouth.
In.
I
Yep.
got dark spots.
But
Andy,
his
that's unloaded, right?
Yeah.
But his is a lot light. I mean, a lot thinner. The profile's skinnier.
Hit mine or his?
Yours, bro.
Yeah,
Not even
look.
close. No, flip it inwards. Or you leave it out like that.
No, you put it
It's a
inside.
hip sack. It's a fanny
Put it
pack. A
inside.
small fanny pack.
No, you put it
Does that get
inside,
stuck on your gut?
So nobody.
Asking for a friend.
But it's not like a quick.
See, I like the.
He's like, I got nothing on me.
And he stands akimbo.
All over, walking around there.
All I would do with you is grapple.
Right here, look. Here, look. Put the safety.
Andy says that whoever knows jujitsu, it doesn't matter what the other guy knows. Whoever knows better jujitsu will win every single time in a fight.
Look, hold this and see if it fits.
It
better.
doesn't matter.
Whoever's better jiu-jitsu always wins the fight. Always.
Wandy?
If the guy, both guys know jujitsu and one of them also knows striking, I think always the guy that knows more will win.
I agree.
I know striking, not as good as my grappling, but I wouldn't use my striking first in a street fight. If someone get close to me and there's an altercation, really, I'll first do spinning shit and head kick him. And
Oh, really?
if I have to do grappling, then I'll do. Because once you holding someone, you grappling, you wasting time. You're already like giving the person an opportunity to attack you and grab you. I'd rather keep the distance,
Right.
so you can look around and know what's happening. And
Right.
so
That's
if you
very
only,
true. If you go to the ground, then you hope it's one-on-one.
if you only know grappling, then what you're gonna do? You're gonna control the distance and try to strike. You don't know shit. You're gonna get fucked up.
Right.
So if you only know grappling, then go for grappling.
Right.
But if you know both, why are you gonna use grappling right away and get knee on your face like Chris Weidman got? So
Yeah.
you gotta wait and use when it's time.
Have you gotten into any street fights in Brazil?
Oh my god.
Oh,
Oh my God.
Why do you think I left the fucking country?
really? Okay, let's hear.
So it wasn't for a dream and a hope and all the other stuff.
No. Wait,
It was because you were wanted by a fucking combo.
No. That was the reason why I started training martial arts. Actually,
No shit.
I got bullied growing up in school, a bunch fights, and there's like not one guy. It's like two guys against one. I didn't have fucking long hair when I wasn't growing up. Shut up. I didn't start growing here. But people, you walking around like in the clubs and you just look at the person. And if you look for 3 seconds, 5,
That's
and
too
the guy,
much.
and they're like, "What are you looking at?" And then
The people want to
from
fight.
there, says go. It could be anything, like anything. If you step on their toes, or even it can be in the street. So there's all this demeanor,
Tension.
Get on the
there's
microphone,
this
fatty.
tension. There's this tension. Always people are walking around like they wanna.
There's
Not
wipes.
everybody, of course,
There's wipes.
but there are people that walk around looking for shit all the time, and they're like just like
So like they want to fight. They want to test themselves.
They want to do whatever. They want to kill themselves, whatever the fuck they want to do. But so
But they want to injure somebody else too.
Right.
it's very easy to get in a physical altercation in Brazil, in parties, in things. And the worst right now is that if you get in a fight with someone, like anywhere, of course, you don't know if people will have friends or whatever, but they're never gonna let it be a fair fight. They're just gonna one-on-one and
Right.
shit. That's not gonna
That's not
happen.
gonna
But I agree with that.
So
I agree with that. I agree unless if it's the guy and they had something in it. But if it's somebody out on the street, of course you got to hit the guy too.
like the friend.
You got to help your friend.
Well, then why are you gonna be like try to be grappling? That's why I'm going back to the point. I'm not gonna be grappling. I want to be like
Right.
looking around. Who are the friends? Where are with? What's going on?
Right. And do a lot of people train in Brazil, or is it like here?
I used to
where
train a
people
lot
Talk a lot
before
of shit.
I didn't know how to fight. What? Did a lot of people train?
Yeah. Do
It's
people
called
train in
being
Brazil?
smart. It's called survival.
Do people train in Brazil, or I mean, some people
A
train in
lot of
Brazil.
people train. The difference, in my perspective, that there's a lot more like in numbers. There are more numbers, but the quality here, I think, because of the infrastructure, some people here are not even pros. They might have a better diet or training.
here.
But there's more quantity. Here I think there's more quality of athletes, of people. Even if you're not a pro or fighting, people
And also,
pretty decent.
if you're good at jiu-jitsu and you're a decent teacher, are you going to teach in Brazil? No, you're gonna make some money. You're gonna
They
come
don't
to the
make
United
fucking
States.
money there.
Yeah.
Right, exactly.
They don't make money here. I'm sorry. Like
Some do.
Some do.
what?
Like more-
5%.
Yeah.
No, less.
So I mean, come on. What? How many
But
guys?
that's in any martial art, pretty much. The only ones that make are the old school ones that have the perfect location.
Right.
And he's been around for 50 years. That the guy's
Right.
father or grandfather went there, and that's it.
You need to brainwash people, bro.
It's genius.
Whatever works.
That's what they do. They brainwash people. More than when I got here, I'm realizing from people telling me how codish martial arts and Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu instructors can be. Like,
Creonte.
yeah, it's like a code, and you gotta do what they want. Like you're telling about the other day, Jay. It's like a feudal Japan. Feudal Japan.
Which one?
Feudal Japan.
Feudal Japan. Like,
Yeah.
So yeah, that shit's gonna die, and it's going towards that because
What's gonna die?
the whole codish way of teachers, the way they do, how they wanted to do whatever they want here in the U.S. It comes from Brazil. It also comes from Japan. That
Right.
it migrated to Japan and came to the U.S., but it's gonna die here because the culture in the U.S. is different.
Right.
Brazil, they allowed that to live there and still survive. You know, the
Right.
whole thing.
Yeah.
Oh, my master, and I love my master. I will do
Right.
whatever my master says. My
Yeah.
team, I love my team. I'll die for my team. All
Right.
of that. I mean, it's cool and sounds great. Maybe when you're in a tournament,
paper.
when you're in a tournament and on paper, but the reality is nobody's gonna freaking come and save your life. If you got fucked up, someone's fucking trying to steal from. Nobody's gonna give a fuck. Nobody's gonna come from your team. I mean, yeah, but no. So
Not really.
so that happens where people they're conditioned to just. I think the American students are different. They don't like that shit. They want to be like a little more like wrestling. I pay and they come into your
Exactly.
class and learn and that's it and shake hands.
We're
and
a
I think-
team, and we might hang out after class.
And that
Yes.
Maybe.
Yeah.
that also might help the sport grow because one of the reasons the sport hasn't grown as much, I think, is because we don't cross training as much like wrestlers do. You have it in school, but you go and train with other teams more often, other schools, and you do more tournaments. So you learn more from other people. In Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu are very secluded yet.
In
Still-
Brazil.
Here,
Or
I think.
You think
still
here?
here.
Too? Really?
I think still here. Like some
No,
people,
but it's not that bad here.
it's not that bad because now it's getting better. But think about it. 10 years ago, you couldn't go and train another gym. Here, even here. That was
Yeah.
like, now it's getting better.
But there was already
Also-
Creontes back then.
And also, yeah, you didn't have that many schools too back 10 years ago.
Well, with the internet now, people that are thinking that they can keep any technique secret are just
Right.
delusional.
Right.
You can't fight in a tournament. That's the only way to keep it secret.
Everything's out there.
Well, now we have the opposite problem where somebody discovers like half a technique, and then like they run to the internet and they
Yeah.
post something,
Yeah,
and it's
yeah,
like something
yeah.
that's not really that effective, but it's something new. So everyone's like, "Oh my god,
Yo,
look how
bro,
awesome that
did
is."
you see the technique I invented?
No.
Just Google me. Just go to YouTube and you see
No
it.
shit.
I'll show you another day.
All right, cool.
But
Put it.
no, but fuck, later.
For real or something?
It could be good.
Yeah, I have a bunch of techniques.
Okay, if we stay
Let's stick-
quiet, it's gonna be garbage, and
Let's
if it's
stick, let's,
good,
let's stick to the subject, and whenever we're ready, we put it.
And where do you train?
I train at MMA Masters.
All right, and
He's from your adversary, by the way. He's from Fight Sports.
Is that the only place you've been at?
As far as
When you first came to Miami, had you trained jiu-jitsu before?
I did 3 months in Brazil when I
That
was
means 13 years.
when I was
Sandbagger.
when I was 20, 3 months, and then I stopped. I never trained anymore, and then I start training here. So that was since I started training here, I've been with the same teacher.
Oh, with Daniel.
Yeah,
Cool. And when did you start with Daniel?
2008 to 2009. 2008 because I got my blue belt 2009.
Blue Belch.
Blue belt.
And that was in the downtown school, the one right above.
I started in the one that was called. It still was called Nogueira team when I started.
Okay, I remember.
And it was
That was
on
right after he
top
left
of,
your gym.
Yeah.
of the gym, a gym on 8th Street.
Yeah, 8th Street by the Metro Rail.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I started there, and I couldn't
There-
even pay
there
for
was
the
a guy.
fucking training.
Of
I was just
course.
working out there. I was like, look at this
What
guy,
was
he's
the
so
name?
cool. I
What-
want to train too.
What was the name of the guy who was probably, I don't know if he was a white belt or like an advanced blue belt at that time? He came from Huanqui school, who followed Daniel, like medio achinado, like
Oh,
sort of
yeah,
Asian
yeah.
looking.
Baboon?
No, never Boone.
No, Baboon.
Kind of like
Achinado?
my build, a little bit, like maybe a little bit taller, maybe a little bit heavier, but like Asian looking, but Hispanic Asian. He was probably there when you started. I don't know if he's still doing it.
A lot of people drop
fight?
off.
Did he fight? I don't know. I don't think so.
I don't know.
But that period
Yeah,
was
a
cool.
lot of people drop off.
At that period, Nogueiras were around training with us. Anderson came,
Anderson,
Machida
yeah.
came. I was like, wow, man, those guys are world champions and they're here training.
How
I was
long did
like,
that school
oh my
last?
God.
There was I remember there was a poster on the wall on the outside with Nogueira and Anderson.
Yeah, at that point, it was Nogueira and Daniel were, as far as my knowledge goes, they were the corners, and then Anderson was gonna come in, and then there was like a split. Whatever was the reason, they split, and at that point, right away, it was MMA Masters, and that's it. So, from as far as I know, I was there because of the jiu-jitsu coach. For me, the guy that was teaching was Daniel, so I followed him. I was like,
Right.
fuck it, I'm gonna go with the guy that's why he
That you're learning from, right?
So.
I was retarded and I stayed at the gym.
You did? Hey,
Yeah.
what happened with the gym?
I know I was at Wonky's. So before Daniel went to downtown on 8th Street and wherever the Metro Rail is, he was over at Wonky's gym.
Where was it? In South Miami.
In South Miami.
Say hello to the big bad guy.
What?
Oh.
And
before that, and
Yeah.
what? What?
There was just before that.
What do you mean?
Okay,
keep
whatever.
going, keep going.
And yeah, so Daniel was my first instructor.
Where's Andy?
Danny was taking a shit.
So you're Creonte.
Straight up.
I didn't know any better.
genius.
I just stayed at the gym. I was like, hey, so our instructor left.
He's not a Creonte.
Our instructor left. Oh, okay. Well, who's going to teach us? Oh, look, Wonky. which at the time it didn't matter because I didn't know shit. And so the guy who was teaching us stuff was still effective, at least for me. So I just was learning from him, and I guess I got my blue belt from another blue belt.
What's wrong with that?
Whoa.
No,
World's
nothing.
best blue
No, I
belt.
wasn't a blue belt.
World's best blue belt.
Well, I don't know.
World's best white belt.
Guy, listen, I've been wiping the floor with black belts since I was a white belt. I used to be all black belts.
That is true.
Very few
Talking
had
to
to be Daniel or somebody good like that.
And Daniel still whoops your ass.
Oh, it's like,
Yeah.
like a little girl.
Yeah, sometimes I feel like even if unless you're a fiend,
Yeah.
if you're a wizard, a fucking fiend,
Yeah,
you've been
yeah.
doing that
Wizard
since
Something
you're,
no, and something so different.
since you're a little kid. But
Yeah.
if you're not, anytime
You
anybody can
fucked
beat
up.
anybody.
Yeah.
Anybody can beat
Yeah.
anybody.
Yeah.
Because if you that day, you
No,
know,
but he's a wizard.
no, I mean, unless you're a wizard.
No,
you
but
know.
I'm saying Daniel's a fucking
Yeah,
beast.
that's what I'm saying. If you- like for me, he's like a fucking wizard.
Yeah.
But unless like you're a wizard like that,
Yeah.
any other regular black belt, anybody can beat anybody
Yeah,
any
of course,
day, any
totally,
given day.
totally.
You just gotta be focused. You gotta be on the mindset,
100%.
on working out, eating well, and being there and like, boom. But if you're like, you partied the night before
Yeah.
and shit, you're like,
Yeah.
Yeah, you lose a couple
So-
steps.
you gotta stay on point every day. The
fuck is that?
freaking training, the martial
on,
arts, one
So
slip and a
unprofessional.
white belt will get your ass.
It's my daughter. Maybe you should start getting your kids calls. They need you. Hello.
I trained a friend of mine, and he
Put that
does
mic by
parkour.
your fucking mouth.
A friend of mine was he was kind of like teaching me parkour. He's real thin. It's like 140.
Parkour!
He's like 5'8".
You
like
did parkour?
140. Yeah. For like 3 months, it was hilarious.
Oh my!
And I wasn't
Until he
the
broke all-
oldest
until he
or
broke all the
fattest
equipment.
person there.
You
which-
were-
Can
you
you
were
like
not-
jump? Can you jump and shit? And like
yeah,
still?
I can jump pretty high, so it helps.
Wait, you were not the oldest or the fattest?
Yeah.
Wow.
There was an older and fatter guy.
Oh, shit.
And he was bald, so it made it. He looked really bad. Wow. And he couldn't jump so high, so it was like the one person I could laugh at, because when he would try to do it, you ever do it? They
No,
do
but it
like
sounds like
a
fun.
Kong. It's called the Kong, where you come running.
hurt people?
Yeah, I want to kill people that try to hurt me. I don't want to hurt people. I'm very pacifist.
He hurts people with his words.
Why you have these bullets?
Except with my words. With my words, I try to kill. But if someone tries to attack me or my family or my friends, I'll kill them without even thinking about it. And I'll sleep like a baby the same night.
Wanderson is wondering why Andy has hollow point bullets. I've got the same.
Yeah.
The reason you use
Those are
those,
self-defense.
I know, because you killed the person.
well, that too, but you want with the hollow point bullets, you don't have as much penetration. Meaning, if I shoot Andy, or if I shoot at Andy and I miss Andy, it'll hit the wall, but it won't go
far away
into the next room.
Oh, that's
you know,
good.
and it won't go into 3 houses down or whatever.
Good guys, good. I'll keep that in mind and get my hollow point bullets, whatever it's called.
Yeah. So, for self-defense, you want to have that ammunition because as soon as it touches water, which the body's pretty much water, they expand, and then it'll make a bigger hole, and it'll more likely to stop and kill a person, which is 99.999% gonna be.
999.
I made that stat up, but that's gonna be who attacks you.
Even if you shoot the person on her leg,
It's not gonna be a fun day.
No.
You're gonna have a giant hole anywhere that bullet touches.
Yeah.
So a lot of times the people from the hood, when they get, I got shot, 8 times, I didn't die. That's because they buy the cheap
They buy the
ammo
cheap
that goes
range ammo.
straight
Goes
through.
through.
Right.
So if it hits like your arm, unless it hits a bone or a nerve or an artery, it's not that bad.
It's gonna go through. It's gonna
It's
go
not that
through
bad.
them and into their homie behind them.
Yeah. It's like a little ball. And
can I take it home to sleep
Yeah.
with me? I'm talking about the.
Never give him a loaded gun.
yeah, I see him playing with the gun. It's not the type of thing you do.
Come
You don't. Number one, just don't point the gun at me. That's the
Yeah.
number one rule of gun
Yeah.
safety.
Number one, go over the
Don't
rules
do
for him.
that. That's not pointing at yourself is dumb.
Bro, my finger's
But
here.
don't. But don't.
No,
just
but
don't
still.
point it at people.
Yeah.
But especially me.
You never know. Did you
I
check
never-
it? Did you check it to make sure it's
I
unloaded?
didn't point at
A
anybody.
lot of people die from that. Right
Did you
there.
check to make sure it's unloaded? First thing you do
Just
before
don't
you
point
handle
it
a
at
gun
me.
is always check
All
to
I
make sure
care
it's
is that you
unloaded.
don't point it at me.
Yeah.
That's number one.
Or
And number
at
two
Mo.
is don't point it at other people.
All right, guys, let's go.
All right. Yeah, put the gun down. Why don't we? Yeah.
I'm being funny, guys. I'm being
No,
funny.
you're not.
It's
You're
being
not.
funny
Not
that
at
somebody's
all. It's
dead
not really that
and
funny.
we're all
Yeah,
crying.
That part's not funny. I'm with Mo on this one. So what were we talking about before?
You were talking about being short.
I'm short. I don't have much more to add to that.
Well, we already know that. Maybe you should just give up on that and just move forward. Be
I've
happy
never.
with
Yeah,
who you are.
I'm as happy as you could be. Can't be happier than me.
You know, I wish I would be like you, like Andy.
Give me all that
have,
shit, please.
Have like those thighs that you say are real.
Let's
that you didn't
switch.
plant.
Let's switch.
What do you want?
I want to go to Brazil, put my hair up, and just fuck chicks raw dog.
You
just do it. Go swinging my giant cock around
you can
and just go
Oh, okay.
slaying chicks in Rio.
Besides,
And-
just forget about the swinging the cock part,
Yeah.
the helicopter thing, because you
Yeah.
need size for that. But besides that,
Well, we're switching bodies.
besides that, you can do that right now. You just gotta be like, hey,
I can swing and ride. This doesn't do the
Just be
same
like, hey.
circumference that yours does.
You just be like,
It doesn't brush my knees.
be like, hey, I'm American. I live in Miami. I'm American.
It barely hits my
And they're
thighs.
like, oh my god, bro, just gotta say you're American. You got it more than Brazilians. In Brazil,
Actually, I
you're
have a
cooler.
story.
You're cooler than Brazilians in Brazil because you're not Brazilian.
I have a story.
So they'd be like, oh, you're alien. Hey, what, alien?
You think so?
I know so. And you don't have to pay. Just be like, I'm American.
I went once and I did have to pay.
Because you didn't have a good access rate. Like, you don't have people giving you good advice. You need
Yeah.
to go and have a few friends that live there.
Yeah.
Even if you have Brazilian people that live there and they're there right now, the system
right.
keeps changing and so they know what's happening. They have friends, and then you get like a very inside experience.
Right.
It's totally different. If you go as a tourist to Brazil, you're fucked.
Yeah.
Why?
Because you're not gonna get it. You're gonna go to a hotel, a 3-star hotel, 5, whatever it is, and you be there in that hotel. Maybe go to restaurant, you go to everywhere that you go and saw on the internet, or the people at the hotel told you. That way, you're never gonna see the very inside, the crazy areas. You're gonna see if someone that lives there, they're partying, they know what's happening right now. Right now, what's happening? Change next month is next month, but right now, if you're not living there, you're not gonna know. So having someone that lives there changes the whole, because they introduce also friends, and you go to one party and then you meet a bunch of friends, and then that's it. They're like, they're your friends, and they
Right.
all invite you to different things right away.
Oh
and
my
you're
god,
like,
this is happening
boom.
tomorrow. You gotta come.
What is it?
Oh my god, this is happening tomorrow. You gotta come to
Even
our
if you're there a
party.
week or two, it's great. Like I did last time that I went to Puerto Rico, for example. I have some friends that I met through my website. We love BJJ. Ting ting. Ching ching.
We love BJJ.
We love BJJ. You can look up on Facebook. We love BJJ. And they train there. We do some stuff together. When I go there, I go visit them. They have a school. But now they're actually they're under the same school from George St. Pierre. What is it? TriStar. They're TriStar now. But when I go there, usually I teach a class, do little things, and when we go out, it's like they bring me in, just like when I feel like in Brazil, they bring me in that whole subculture, and I was like, wow. I was like, oh my god, I want to live in Puerto Rico. I want to be here forever. You get the same thing. And also, like, you have in Brazil, you have the street parties. Forget about it, bro. They call their fluxos. Fluxos now.
Is this a Brazilian thing? Fluxos?
Flux is like flux, means flux. Fluxos are, if you're gonna go out in São Paulo, it's very expensive.
Back in?
Yeah.
Are you guys done playing with your guns, guys?
Sorry.
If you go out in São Paulo, it's very expensive. Any regular teenager, or they cannot go out. It's just too expensive. So there's street parties. They're free. So when you see there, I don't know, 20,000 people, 30,000 people, and they close the whole street.
That's a lot of people.
And people start making, like, they park their cars and they put music. They start selling drinks. Every house, every little thing. They make clubs, little clubs, like 10 blocks of party. And it's free. And people just go. Imagine. Yeah, I saw that the same thing in Puerto Rico, and that happens a lot in Brazil. I'm talking too much. I'm gonna pee. Go ahead, Andy.
So when I went to Brazil,
Go.
When did you go to Brazil?
It was like 2001 for the Worlds.
Oh wow, you went to the Worlds in 2001.
Yeah, and
Did you?
I stayed.
Were you
I
competing there, or you knew somebody that was competing?
I was competing, and
No
then
shit.
and then we went to the. I
Keep
got
your
a
mouth-
book.
Keep
This
your
is-
mouth by the microphone.
It can't be more on the microphone.
But you're
Are
going
you
like-
fucking insane? I looked that way because he was going to the
Stop
bathroom.
looking that way. Look at
Oh,
me.
wonky walkway.
Eyes here.
Mr. J. So I stayed at the Intercontinental because I got a book back in the book days, pre-internet rules your life.
What's that?
So the book is pretty thick and it was pretty like, well, whatever, research or whatever, and pretty thorough. And they said you got to stay in the most expensive place you can stay at because 1 star there is like dirt floor. You know, it's not like a Holiday Inn on the side of the road here.
Right.
So I stayed there at the Intercontinental, and it was fucking awesome. It was like a nice hotel here. But when you look at the view, the back is just a shanty town up a giant mountain.
Right.
Like pretty scary. So then they had a club. They had a club.
What do you want? I don't understand hand signals.
Mr. W wants weed. Paging Mr. J. Mr. W wants
Literally,
weed.
Mr. J.
Mr. W wants girls and weed. Girls. Oh, too many girls. Whoa, look. Mad face. You see? He needs more yoga. Mr. W takes things very seriously. Yeah, it's fake. This guy almost swung on me and Laz in the line when he found out Laz was covered in warts and banged a chick that he would spend the whole week. You know, he was like talking to her. He was talking to her. Anyway, he was very upset. I was like, oh, I don't want to punch this guy. I like this guy. If he swings on me, I'm going to have to kill him here.
Keep whatever you want. Keep anything.
I don't need that. I'm good.
Just want to see if you want.
Are we deleting this?
I got plenty of that.
Are we
It's
deleting
fine.
this? Mr. J doesn't seem. I mean, Mr. W doesn't seem happy. Mr. W, if you
Look, I think there's like a...
Mr. W is taking off his shoelaces and he's making a noose.
he's doing capoeira kicks in the air.
Mr. W doesn't have Mr. H and Mr. I and Mr. V.
I learned that. I learned that in Brazil. You always gotta have your boys back. That's all.
What do you mean your boy's back?
Like, you know, if there's something you know your friend should know, you should tell them.
Oh yeah, well, I agree.
Oh.
I agree with that.
That's a nice thought.
I agree with that.
I mean, unless Laz had all of the chicks there, then, which was probably the case, so there was no point of doing it.
Granted. Well, a bit of advice. You should always assume that the worst guy in the world's been before you.
If we can speak freely.
Yeah, but speak freely on the microphone. You fat fuck. Please.
That's awesome.
Is it still uncomfortable here because I'm in the kitchen waiting, but now I'm back. I don't know if I should.
We're good. We're good.
Oh,
We're
okay,
good.
okay, I'm back.
Okay, Andy, you were gonna say?
It's like I'm the one smoking weed. Mr. W was very scared the entire weekend.
I wasn't prepared about that switch of conversation.
Well,
You know,
what
we're
I
all
was
like
saying-
into Helio Gracie, and Gracie died and shit, and then
Who was talking about that?
like a few hours ago.
When I was taking a shit?
Oh, man.
Yeah.
The Gracie died, it's ridiculous. It's so ridiculous. I've never seen anything dumber in my life.
Don't nigger lip it, guy.
He was
Whatever
on
that means.
Can you guys hear my heart beating?
he was on the right track. It was Carlos Gracie who came up with the diet.
Yes.
Just like the jiu-jitsu that they
I
tried
read the
to
book.
attribute.
I read the book. The Gracie
the
diet.
diet.
stuff.
That was a marketing strategy, I think.
He had like stomach
right?
problems.
Just like
so
all the
he
other marketing
researched it.
strategy.
He
This is marketing.
He was in the right
It's
direction
marketing.
of some foods, but then he has foods that are horrible. You shouldn't. No human should eat. So
But there's other.
He's off.
There is something to the food combining thing. 'Cause
Yeah, but
I'd
you
read a
shouldn't
book.
have grains
Yeah.
because they're not food.
I'd read a couple books on that
Right.
on the food combining thing before the Gracie
Yeah, I
diet
know.
thing. So
I know
it's
people
just like
talk
that.
about it. Yeah,
Yeah. So yeah, that's okay.
yeah, whatever. We still haven't had the vegan thing.
But what about the acai? Do you think the acai, the acai,
Yeah, I'm good.
Stop it, man.
do you think the acai is a necessary part of your diet? You must have your acai after
Acai.
training jujitsu.
Wait, I don't
My
just
friend-
do jujitsu. My friend, it's not jujitsu. It's
My
not just
friend-
jujitsu. It's a jujitsu lifestyle.
Acai's a
It's
shit,
a lifestyle.
Well, but not the acai you get in the US. The acai you get here is shit.
No, you got to import that
It's
acai.
frozen. It's not the good. Like over there, they
It's
make
not
it right in
scraped
front of
up
it's
off the
raw.
floor by a monkey.
No, it's just,
Big
it's just,
difference.
it's just
Rotting on the
if you
floor.
have the fruit
It's a big
raw, there was
difference.
just, it's different and it's frozen, it's processed, they put sugar. I mean, it's good, but it's not.
The one that comes out of the little yogurt dispenser thing
That's
in
not
Brazil,
good.
that's
You saw
different.
That's bullshit.
I don't have an
Bullshit, they're
acai tree in my
They're not
backyard.
good.
What do you
They're
mean?
not
You mean
good.
acai is not a powder?
They're full of sugar. Look it up, though. Look it up. Acai in the Amazon. They have ladies on the street and
Guy,
they're
I
like
don't live in the
building right in
Amazon.
front of you. That's the real shit. Like it's
Well-
just it's acai. That's it.
Well,
No-
I'm not in
nothing
Brazil,
it.
and I don't have any old ladies that I can talk to.
Then you
So-
can have fucking real acai. I'm sorry.
Well, that's not real acai then. So I'll
So,
take
bro,
what I can get. Every once in a while, I have the acai bowl.
Miami CIE.
Every once in a while, I have
Unless
an
you
acai
get
bowl
some
from.
seeds and plant here your own acai plant.
Will it
like
grow here?
free. Probably not. You gotta like put a lot of lights. Like
There's
you-
too much
like-
honesty here.
No, you need to put some light on it. It's not hot enough.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe, maybe. I don't know. I'm not a fucking acai planner or whatever.
They're called
acai
farmers?
farmer. Whatever
I
the
will
fuck.
talk to the acai masters.
Acai master. It was a joke. We don't have to have
More
drink
than
acai.
one.
You don't need acai to be good in jiu-jitsu. Okay, let's put that one down. Forget about it.
That's bullshit, dog.
You need acai.
I don't buy it. Andy's
That's not
fucking
what-
brushing his eyebrows.
With the microphone.
Did you get a combination walls fucking clipper slash?
Master Leo says you need to drink 2 acais after. 2 acais. And
So
it has to be bought
is
from
he
him.
biased or not?
No, he's totally an honest person. His accent's honest too.
Speaking of which, the new mats at the place next door are finally set. Super nice. Super nice. It's like a subfloor over at my gym. They bought the space next door.
You have your own.
I do not
gym?
have my own gym. At the gym I go to.
He paid for it.
And the Jimmy paid for it. He took a second mortgage on his house.
You know
And
what a black
his
belt
wife-
yet, bro?
I know black belt.
His wife's boyfriend
Here,
needed
look.
a new gym.
Here, I'll give you my black belt.
Oh, that's so
I have
nice.
one.
So
This
nice.
is a black belt.
Oh, that's a brown belt. What you
Oh,
talking about?
it's black
Take
too.
that back.
Black and
This guy
brown.
thought that shit.
Oh, why
Peso.
you didn't want my belt? Yo, I think disconnected this one. This is off. It's not working.
No, it's on.
It's working.
Can you hear me? No.
You're just a little too high.
Hey, you there?
It's
Don't do
working.
that. Don't do that. You just disconnected.
It's in the
It's
computer.
connected.
It's in the computer.
Yeah.
I'm
So,
out, guys.
the-
Anyways, I'm gonna go then. You guys
There's
want
a
it?
there's a
Hey, I
subfloor.
gave you my belt. Why you don't want it?
He did
Oh,
give
no,
you
he's
a
back.
belch.
Are you talking? You
Hello.
talking?
Yeah,
Batch?
I'm back.
Okay, he's back.
He's back.
He's back.
You didn't want my belchy, bro.
In the other gym, the gym next door, we have a subfloor of court tire, all the same height, all the court tire, and then we have
What height is it?
it's about a 12
Inch?
of court tire, and then
Court tire?
court tire,
What's that?
and then the court tire they go round.
They go
And
around.
then,
Is that something to eat?
Yeah. And then the plywood on top of that. And then the
Those are
regular.
judo mats, like judo mats.
And then the judo mat or the regular tatami mat on top of that.
Is that tatami from Brazil?
Yeah. And then
Is
after
that jiu-jitsu brand?
After that, the thing that make the mat real soft with like carpet padding on top of the regular mat, and then the vinyl. Super soft, like a walk on a cloud.
Like that? Come on, bro. You need all of that shit to roll.
It's-
in Brazil,
it's
we
a
roll in wood.
super-
We roll in the fucking
Yeah, but
mud.
There's
In the
also
show.
gravel.
In the show.
There's also gravel.
We roll in the streets.
In the show.
Don't roll in
In
the
the
streets.
hua.
Don't roll in the hua. The hua roll, it hurts, man. I fell in the streets.
Who's the streets?
If you fell in the street,
Hua,
it hurts,
you
right?
know,
No
come on.
good.
Who was the streets?
Yes.
You don't
Like
want
a Marco
Well,
Hua?
who are you from?
Marco Hua is Marco Streets?
Huas.
Yeah.
The
Marco
king
Huas-
of,
Marco
he was
Streets.
the king of the streets.
No
That was his
shit.
nickname. The king of the streets.
But who was the streets?
Now, if you ask any McGregor McNugget, McGregor fan, also know, nobody knows who's Marco Hua.
oh, I know Marco Hua.
No.
He's the king of the foot
No,
stomping.
you don't know, bro. You don't
He's the
know.
king of the foot stomping. He's this guy.
Because you know McGregor, McGregor fan, right?
Yes, that's awesome.
Marco Hua, the king of the foot
The old
stomping.
man
Oh my
downstairs
God.
wants to kill you.
Those foot stumps, they
Leg
hurt.
kiki. Leg
They
kiki.
hurt.
Leg kiki.
They hurt.
Hey,
Let me foot stump.
No,
Let me
you
see
must
it. Let me
respect
show.
your foot stomping.
Let me do it. Let me
Ow,
show it. It hurts.
ow, ow.
I like your sound effects.
Theater of the mind.
They're pretty good.
But if you have to do it, you do it.
I had a little hitch and I feel it.
If you have to like,
Hitch.
if you have to knee someone in the balls in his balls, that's to just hit it, bro. Just kick it.
It's awesome.
Just kick it.
I feel the edge.
Hit that. But look, the stomp it's only legal in MMA. In the street, you don't need to do the foot stomp. You do like a ball stomp.
No, for real. It's for real. I feel like you and I connect.
I think that's so too, brother. I think, my friend, that you got it
For real.
very much.
Do I sound more like him or does he sound more like me?
You sound like Leo doing a bad Portuguese accent. And Wander, I mean, Mr. W just sounds like Mr. W.
Guys, do I
Let's,
really?
hey, listen, let's change it up. Let's
Mr.
Not,
W. Silva.
Let's
Do
not
I-
use, listen, let's trick it up more,
Do I-
trick up people. Let's not use the first, let's use Anderson. Not the first letter, we'll just use the last.
But there's other people named Anderson.
I know, so that way he's double safe. With
true.
Anderson.
We could just say like Marco. We could just make up another. Warco.
Yeah.
Warco. Warco.
You guys
Manderson.
suck.
Manderson.
You guys suck.
We'll flip the W around and it'll become an M and it will be Manderson. So nobody.
Mandelson.
So what if we use nicknames? Andy will be
Mr. W.
the fluffy
Mr.
fuck.
A.
Mr.
Whoa.
Fetch.
What the?
Whoa, I feel. And I would have been Mr. Uncomfortable right now.
Mr.
Because
Mr. Girlfriend Experience.
You be Mr.
I'm a pink guy.
No, bro, I love you. Come on, I like fluffy.
Whoa, bro.
Bro, I was at this.
Mr.
I was
Stay
at,
Puft.
I was at this restaurant the other day. There was two chicks there. They look totally like fat porn actresses. I'm telling you.
I love
Okay,
fetch,
so
fetch
which
porn.
one was eating your ass
I was
and
like,
which one were you
I was
banging?
like looking at them. Man, I would totally go for you guys. Just tell me. Just tell me. I will go. Come on, look at me.
Make the move.
They never looked at me, bro.
Not even 1 second.
Not really. I was like, man.
They're like, hey, can you get our car at 9 p.m.? No, too much.
Too soon.
Too soon.
All right.
Too early to talk about Trump.
Where are we
How do
going
you
now?
feel about Trump?
Oh my
As
god!
an
Why
immigrant.
everybody has to talk about the same thing?
We just talk about it. Trump it right now one time.
Whoa, conversation?
I think Trump is just it's not the point. If you look, point is the result of something else, which is the implosion of the population. They decided it was decision. It was like a venting of a lot of people that were being cock block of being dicks. And now everybody can be a dick.
What you say, how you say, it's a how you say, democracy, right?
Yeah, he fight in 93 mundials. No democracy.
Democracy? That was a democracy.
I think a lot of people that voted, they repented because they're just doing to fuck around or to piss people off, and then he
What's
won.
the bad part there?
There's no bad part. The bad part is only
It's good to have the freedom to be able to piss somebody else off. Can I get a name it?
I heard somebody say today that voting
Today?
for Donald Trump
Today
is like
or tomorrow?
No, it's just today. It's like the third party. How you say? It's a third party.
Comunista?
No, a third party.
Comunisti?
Third party. So instead of the Republican or the Democrat,
What's the third
It's-
party?
third party. Like a lot of people have
No,
a
who is the third party now?
Independent.
third party would be like
Independent.
Independence Party or the Libertarian Party
Salzinho?
But there's no such a thing. The third party is an illusion.
or the third party like the FATA chain.
Para.
When was the last time a third party won an election?
Never. But
So why are you gonna consider?
no. But
precisa.
what lots
No
of people
precisa.
say, what lots of people say is that
Do you believe in
Trump
elections?
Is yes. It's that the Trump is a
running for President of the United States,
So Donald Trump is like a
dream.
third party.
All right.
Because he pissed off the Republican and he pissed off the Democrats.
If you want to talk politics, then you think the president is the most important position, and that's it? That's all that matters?
We will
A
make
president is the best place if you want to steal.
great again.
But do you think
I
the president
will
got the most power? And
The greatest
No.
president that God ever created.
He has some power, but he's more
Our
like a
country
figurehead.
needs-
Brazil is freaking out. People were
Brazil
attacking
freaking
me
out?
because the
A truly
Global
great
is the largest channel there, and they're very
Because
much
our
into
leaders are
the whole
stupid.
left,
Our
and they
politicians
were
are stupid.
supporting Hillary.
Uh-huh.
So,
Nobody can do that like me.
motherfucker, stop it!
It's okay. I turned them down. I turned down the microphone.
So I ask you.
No one can hear you.
You're saying, okay, we think it's important to talk about the president, but why people are not talking about the companies that are lobbying and choosing what is decided in the country? Well, they know there's law.
How much money did your president make off you people?
400K. I mean, the American one.
No, your president
In
in
Brazil.
Brazil. In Brazil.
Brazil.
Nothing.
Nothing, whatever. They don't make that much money.
The president got busted.
Not like here. Here, the
Yes,
president
man.
here
That
makes-
was with the oil company.
Oh, okay. You mean under the table?
Yeah.
Yeah, they make all of the money under the
Billions.
table. Billions.
Yeah.
Under the table. But there's a lot of corporations that keep fighting here in the U.S. to keep the status quo. There are a lot of technology that could help us to be living better.
Here in the US.
In the U.S. I'm talking U.S. NBA with energy, with water, with transportation,
You want me to run to carry
internet.
the gun?
And a lot of people don't allow it to happen.
Are you
And
ready?
because what? Because the people that are actually in power.
I need a magical ring.
It's not the president.
What are you gonna do?
Pull the trigger.
Andy.
What
Andy.
up,
Talk, Andy.
dog? What do you want to talk about?
That's perfect.
Okay, let's talk about something else. There's not politics. Now we can talk about religion or soccer. No, soccer,
Wait,
not football.
Religion or
Religion.
Religion,
religion?
we don't really want to. We don't really want to talk about that.
Well, no, I'm just mentioning the things you shouldn't talk in a conversation are usually politics, religion. What else?
I don't know. I don't
Used to
mind.
stay
I don't
away.
mind talk about all that.
He does. The only thing is that you can't.
Why you
make
keep
fun of
doing my
vegans.
fucking accent, you asshole?
Specific for the event?
What'd you say?
Is it specific for 19?
That's more like a 17
That's hot.
or 17.
I will try to do your accent then. I'm gonna do the Miami accent. I'm gonna talk like you're from Miami, okay? So check it out, guy. I'm from Miami now, guy.
No, but I'm Cuban.
Yeah, whatever the fuck. So you're Cuban. I'm Miamian guy. Fuck you.
For
No,
you,
son, bro,
You saw the
whatever.
game he has?
Bro,
Bro, guy.
you know.
It's gonna drop. What is it? What
He's
is
shooting
for?
the corpse on the floor.
This is the perfect place when you hear somebody coming to the door. Do two.
So when it falls on the floor, it's already like.
Yeah.
Nice.
Right now, Juanqui's shooting at the doorway. No, when I'm in class in jiu-jitsu class, sometimes
bite
like
there?
this accent just come out. I don't know why, but it's
pretty
for
fucking
fun.
annoying.
For fun, I love.
Bro, do I sound
Is my
annoying
mic
like
still
that?
off?
Fuck, I gotta get into a
You don't.
coach.
No,
Coach,
no.
I'm better. Okay, I better get into a coach. So
Does-
I can
does-
learn how to
does
speak
my-
English with an accent. But everybody got an accent, right?
Does my speaker really bother you?
It's super annoying.
Speaking.
Okay.
Do I?
I want to throw you out the window, and I'm not even the one being
But
mocked.
they have a great thing for any technology. Throw an I at the end of it. iPhoney,
iPhoney,
Samsungy.
Samsung,
It's hard for me to not stop it. I mean, to keep
It's fucking
going.
aggravating.
Samsungi.
Okay, I'll stop.
So
If
aggravating.
this was one of those shooting games, it's like a Western. I would look, bam, bam.
He has that.
But
So you're Cuban. You,
You
speak
never showed
Spanish.
him. You
Yeah.
never
speak
showed him
Spanish.
the.
Yeah.
You
no,
never.
he did show me because he
Actually-
has it on the.
You never showed him the video. You saw the video.
It's genius. The one
Dude,
that he
it's
has on
Fucking
awesome.
the.
genius. Yeah.
If you want,
It
I'll
really
set it
is
up in a
awesome.
little bit. Oh, wait, this is your phone.
It's like being in a shooting,
Oh,
going shooting.
how
but
is your
in
Spanish?
house.
We got the same free. We got the same free
He
cover.
works
Both
in
of us.
language.
My
bro.
Spanish is okay. Actually, today, for the first
He
time.
works in linguistics and he's only given 2 chicks cunnilingus.
Oh
So-
snap! Nice to
Oh
see.
no! Look,
Nice
dun,
to- oh,
dun,
no,
dun,
he
dun,
didn't.
dun, dun, dun.
Tudum.
So, I do interpreting, and I'll do interpreting for television.
From what
Going-
language to what language?
I'm comfortable doing English to Spanish to English.
Oh,
I'm comfortable.
maybe you can give me a gig there. I speak 5 languages.
I'm good. So I'm comfortable doing Spanish to English because English is my main language. I mean, I was pretty much raised. My first language is Spanish, but I was I mean, being in the U.S., I speak more English than anything
So
else.
when he's giving massages to the old man, it's easier to communicate exactly
Yes.
what the old man wants.
But we were super busy today at work, and so yesterday I was asked, "Hey, could you maybe do a job?"
What is a job?
So interpret. So I went to a client meeting with some
like a live thing.
like a live thing
my
with
God.
attorneys.
Are you
You wanna
like
have a
where
good
you're like-
time?
where you're like, oh my god, 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 oh my god.
Surprisingly, no. I thought I was going to be afraid, but no.
It's because you were not in the middle of the UFC
Wonky.
cage.
You want to see genuine laughter?
I think I'd be fine with that.
Translating for
Giddy
like
laughter
some
that
Brazilian
you've never seen
fighter.
before in your
No, I
life?
wouldn't be able to do Brazilian fighting.
What?
Tell Mr. W how many women that Mr. Emma slept with his
Two.
whole life.
2. The answer is 2.
The answer is 1 times.
Wonky, the
I don't
answer's
think you
2.
ever did 2 at the same time. Then
Never.
bro.
Never.
Andy can teach you about that.
For that, I missed out on.
Andy is that standard friend. Hey.
But once,
But
once
Andy's
at a golf
had to-
course in the middle of the night, once him
And he had to pay double for that. So that's why he's had 2.
No, bro, for free. That's the best. The thing is the hunting and then the actual accomplishment. It's
Yeah,
like, if not, I mean, of course, it's fun. But when you're hunting, it's like you hunt and
No,
you
it's
shoot
fun,
the animal,
of course.
you kill it, and you're like,
Look
it's my
Yeah.
animal.
I was retarded like Andy was.
look at that accuracy.
Retarded.
Why are you shaking, dog? You got Parkinson's?
A little bit. Just remember, if I
Freddie Roach.
die from any weird disease, I'm spraying you down at Merrick Park.
Oh my god! Now you're wishing me Parkinson's. Oh my god, you asshole!
I know, I said
I'm
if I
so
get
hurt.
Parkinson's. I said if I get it.
I was pretending to be you. I don't know if you noticed.
So
You didn't look that cute.
Do you ever
You didn't
did
look that cute, so-
did you ever did any gigs as an actor? Because I think you have a lot of potential.
No,
I'm an actor myself.
Oh no way! Wow.
He's
In
starving.
Brazil, it's famous.
In
actor.
Brazil, you famous.
You could be the world's most annoying Brazilian.
I'm Brazilian famous.
He's done 32 porns
No, bro, it was like more like 300.
and 32 porns.
Like 300. I like that number.
I used to
better.
work in TV and stuff and film and TV.
Oh yeah, you watch it, you learn a lot.
He
You
did the
watch it,
Cookie
you
Puss commercial. That's what was a famous commercial.
Do you see what I'm seeing here, though? We have a production
fucking
company
real.
here, guys.
I've been saying that forever, but you
Let's-
want to know what happens?
Let's.
No broken, no dreams, no balls.
What?
No. What?
And it can be the security. And it can be the
Andy has given up on everything. But you
and,
want to know?
and you'll be the security. He take care of all of that, the famous people, and take care
Andy
of
will
them.
be the security that's sleeping in the corner with the itis.
And he'll take the famous people around, bring them to the set and shit.
What, is this an airsoft?
He's like,
No, that's just to train.
For
Like
the
it comes
weight,
with
for the
2
weight.
for
we
the
got
weight.
that covered. And you take care of
So
all
this
the
doesn't
famous
fire.
people for us. And also protect, shoot people, the bad guys. And that's it.
Obrigado.
You film, you make the sound, you direct to if you want, whatever.
Look, stop me
Yeah.
if I'm wrong.
Can I film that?
This is always good too. This
Please.
is always good too.
My phone hasn't
I don't
ring
believe
yet.
you.
Is anything wrong? hey, guys, my phone hasn't ring yet. Are you still there?
You check.
You
Check
should
the battery.
you should
Why
text,
don't
your,
you call
text
the-
your boss. Hey, is everything okay? You haven't harassed
Are
me
you
yet.
alive?
The neighbors are at the house.
Oh, guy, you crossing the line.
He's gonna come in and look.
With the baby, nice. I don't know how he did it. If he did it, he's a genius. Because I can never do it with the baby screaming.
Yeah, but
She
there's
wants
usually.
to fuck him.
Yeah, I was gonna say, where there's a will, there's a way.
You know, I heard about babies. If you, I look it up. There is a reason why babies cry when you're having sex. They're trying to avoid to have brothers and sisters. It's a survival thing that we have.
Against competition?
Yeah, babies cry. So
And
your
then
parent-
men went further and did a baby monitor, and that just ruined that whole fucking thing. Unless she has a fucking third eye, because I'm fucking mommy really hard.
Guy.
Plus, it's not gonna be my kids, so
How many kids you got? All of them?
all of them.
The one he claims? 2 that he claims.
All of them. Two.
Okay, is it
If they kick in the door, you guys are gonna stay.
is it two better than one, or is as hard as easier?
You have
We're
one
better.
kid?
Why?
You got
Two
one.
is better, man.
they
If you
can-
only have one, you end up like you want to have 2 so they can, so they don't be social cripples.
No,
so
I
they're
got
not the weird guy at the party. They're weird.
How should I stand? How should I stand like this? Should I stand like this?
He has 2, but one looks like
maybe like
Vinny.
this.
Oh,
He's the one that ruins everybody getting laid.
Hey, guy.
Okay, I'm gonna go walk over and get a drink. Did that look weird? Okay, no. Okay, let me stop.
No. To every girl on the way, massaging the shoulders, look, 2 extra, like even creeped out was not working. This is that guy, the shoulder.
What do you guys think about kids that do homeschooling or go to regular school? You think they really, if you do homeschooling, they're gonna make you more like?
It all depends who's teaching.
Yeah.
That you're gonna be socially awkward because you got homeschooling.
I think it depends. Like I know people that are homeschooled and they're super cool. And the parents will take them out and will have them do different stuff. So like instead of, I mean, I'm sure there's people that are homeschooled and you stay at home and that's it.
Hello.
And there's other people that will homeschool their kids and then take them out and do like, field trips every week to go do different stuff instead of sitting in class.
Well, I've been thinking about homeschooling.
Who's going to teach, your wife or you?
I don't know, but schools are crazy.
Don't tell me you think you're gonna teach. You put your foot here.
I used to teach,
You pull the
bro.
lapel.
Bro, I used to teach. Fuck you. I used to teach Portuguese here, motherfucker.
You fucked 2 old ladies. That's not called teaching them, guy. Wrong person.
I used to teach.
You couldn't even stop
I used to teach for the Brazilian consulate here in Miami.
Did you fuck anybody there?
Maybe.
Okay. Fair answer.
That was the whole reason. Why you think I was working there?
Put that microphone in your face.
Okay,
awesome
microphone
is this?
in my face. It's
You
because I
hear
was.
the door thing? Blow the guy's hand off
I have to
first.
be like always here. Like,
Oh, fuck it, because...
No, you can if you want, you take off the base and just hold a stick.
Oh.
No, I show you.
You got to drop and base.
I show.
Get him some fresh acai, too.
Mo, why you making fun of me, bro? I thought you liked me. I'm gonna have to smash you next time we roll.
Ooh.
Set up a match.
Oh. He's got a new
I
haircut,
got
a new attitude.
$100 on Wanderson.
Oh.
I got $100 on Wanderson. Any takers?
What, no time limit? Like Helio
Just
Gracie wants?
submission only.
Submission?
Well, if Mo hurts him with the base of the thing, maybe not.
Bro,
I got $100 on Wanderson, but every time I bet against Mo, I've lost. So
someone need to teach you some respect.
yeah, falta respeto.
Não pode faltar respeito pra faixa avançada.
Faixa whatever.
Faixa
You got
avançada.
$100, any takers?
You need to respect.
What's the bet? A straight up bet?
Straight up, submission only.
Wow, his anger's with me. I'm like, put it this way, Mo's always angry at 2 people. His mom.
Let's roll right now, bro.
Chicks in general.
Let's
Chicks
do
in
it.
general.
Look, let's do it right
Standing
now.
back from the mom.
Bro, there is wood here. You're talking you want to roll on the song. Let's roll right now. Right
One second,
now.
hold on, one second.
Live.
I like it.
That's going to bring a lot of ratings.
got mad.
We're going to get good ratings, guys. Come on, let's do it. Let's do it. Pretend we're fighting.
the
Let's
match.
pretend we're fighting. You got
Oh,
nothing.
take out the match.
You do nothing. Nothing.
You can't take out the match.
I'm right there.
Yeah, you gotta get in underwear. You gotta get in
Is
Bro, why you
that
turn me
okay?
off,
No,
bro?
I didn't turn you off.
Why you turn me off, bro?
think this mic-
He's trying to block me.
No, it's the headphones.
Good. I'm there.
You gotta get
I'm
in
back.
there.
Hello. No.
No.
Now
How about that?
But you gotta get in
Yeah,
underwear
yeah.
to fight.
Hello.
There you go. Oh.
Bro, let's
happened?
roll right now.
What happened?
Let's roll right now.
No, we have to build another show. We do a pre-fight show and everything. Dude. Coming in,
Hey,
it's
is that
Wanderson
Wanderson's angry because of
versus
the monkey?
Vegan Mo.
I'm angry because
Andy,
it drives me
Andy,
crazy. Not that
Andy.
he's a monkey. Yes, sir.
What do you think about this matchup between Wanderson and Veggie Mo?
Oh, now we're saying full names?
Whoa,
No,
Mr. W. Mr. W.
Mr. W.
Mr. W.
It doesn't
Mr.
matter
W.
at this point.
Cares now. It's like, let's just say the 1st
We'll say,
letter
look,
of our names.
We'll say Anderson
Not-
Wilva. What do you think? Anderson
Come
Wilva.
on. No,
Lawyer Mo,
no.
legal Mo.
It's paralegal Mo. Okay, Andy, what do you think about Guy? Live in the moment.
Oh, guy.
You know what I'm like? Live in the fucking moment, motherfucker. Like, live in the moment.
Bro, back in Brazil, if a guy didn't respect, you do 100 push-ups. And
100?
Burpees. Here we do
at
burpees.
least maybe 500 push-ups.
Here we do burpees.
Burpees.
We do burpees.
Burpees, push-ups.
grown man
Because you
does
do
burpees.
push-ups.
Sometimes come burpees,
Another grown
apparently.
man makes him do burpees in front of his family. and kids.
Hey, is it normal in Brazil if you're at the Falls Mall and they make you do burpees in front of your whole family while you're dressed nice as fuck? In front of the whole family. Told him, yeah.
without the gi, without sporting clothing, regular clothes.
He was it was Sunday. He was dressed in his Sunday's best.
Yeah,
I
he
just
didn't
came back from
bother him
church.
at the mall.
I
Yeah.
just came back from church.
Hey.
I was gonna take my kids
Okay,
to the
but tell 'em the
movies,
part-
but
tell 'em
we
the
were
part.
gonna get crepes over at the crepe
He's
place.
with the kids and all that stuff. The guy goes up to me. What did you buy?
Wait,
Going
into the
through
microphone. Into the microphone.
He's going through Mo's bag, saying, "You buy this shit in front of the kids and everybody looking
Why are
at
you
him
even
weird."
bringing
And he
this up?
slapped the kid's face.
Why are
He
you even
slapped the
bringing
kid's
this up?
face. Daddy,
And
where's
then-
that guy
and
being
then-
mean?
and then
Slap
Mo-
No,
him.
wait. That's my bag.
Shut
It's a
up, kid.
surprise for the kids.
No, Mo said, "It's my money. I can buy whatever I want." And then he said, "Oh yeah, why don't you buy yourself 100 burpees right now?" Right there at the Gap.
Dude, what was I
burpees.
gonna do? What was I gonna do?
No,
What was I gonna do?
I'm just saying the fact.
Why did I even tell you?
And then Master
Bro,
Leo
that's
said that's how they do it in
exactly-
Brazil.
Somebody had it on video.
That's exactly what I was talking about. That's it.
We both commented on it.
Master
You-
Leo
you
said
got-
that's how they did it back in Brazil when he grew up there. Is that true?
That's the whole bullshit I was talking about.
Let's go. Let's fight right here. What do we got a rug? We don't need anything.
Okay, what do you
else.
think about the mix? What do you think about the matchup?
I think
These
that
two guys have set up more
Wanderson-
fights, and they don't
Wanderson
fight.
has like deep-seated anger because he gets mad even though he does yoga.
So you know, I got
No,
over.
but he's not angry.
I got
this
over.
this
I got
buddy over
over-
here is angry as fuck.
So you know, I got over 60 matches in grappling.
Oh wow! Wow!
So you know where you put your money. You put your money where you know you should.
Oh, it's Fight Sports
Yeah,
versus
he's
MMA
serious.
Masters.
Ding, 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 and on this corner.
Plus 100,000 fights in Brazil on street fights.
Undefeated.
Undefeated in Brazil.
Defeat
I undefeated. Under your feet.
GMO
I
has
would
been
step
turned down by
guys in.
6 women and 2 have taken.
Oh
them.
my God, 6? I never did 6. 5 maybe.
No, he's really only banged 2 chicks.
Who?
I banged more chicks in a Burger King bathroom before I went to high school than he's banged his whole life. Me, look at me.
No, you. I know
Look-
you love
look
that
at
shit.
Me. Look at me.
So sad.
Look at me again. Look at me again.
Chicks like you, Andy. Chicks like you. They
Chicks do
dig
like
you.
me.
So they think he's a really nice guy, but he's the biggest dick. I don't know what the
biggest
fuck.
Like,
Okay, but you guys model like mid and I don't know, like there,
You lowered my mic that fast?
dick.
well, no, because you were yelling in the mic a second ago.
Hello, Andy wants to talk about
Control
something
it.
very important.
What are we talking about?
All right, guys. Is that the crazy lady of Pride screaming? Oh, just announce your fight.
And what's her name?
Come on, Mo, let's
Henny,
roll.
Henny,
Let's roll
what's her
right
name?
now, Mo.
Henny?
Come on, roll.
Dosh,
Come on,
We have to build this
Come on,
up.
Mo. Come on,
So
Mo.
how
Come
much
on,
money?
Mo.
What do you think about
I'll
the
put-
matchup? How's it gonna go in your
I'll
head?
bet on myself,
I
bro.
think
I'll
that
put money on myself.
Wanderson-
I'll bet on myself.
You guys are pretty closely matched, size-wise and level-ish.
Not hair. He's got nice
No,
hair.
But
you
hey,
have
I
nice
want
hair.
to
You're
look.
right here.
Wait,
Don't put
guys.
yourself down.
Put yourself down.
There's some
No, I'm
rules.
not gonna let you
Look,
do that
we
bullshit.
gotta
Believe in your hair.
Guys, we gotta
Believe
roll.
in your hair.
Wait, we gotta roll with gi pants, but not the top, only the bottom.
There's
I like
midgets.
And I can grab. You gotta roll with the pants, and I'm gonna roll with shorts with like what's it called? Brazilian spandex. And I can grab your pants, but you cannot grab mine.
I will
okay?
not wear pants.
I like
So
that.
and if I want, I can pull out the gi
There's
out of my
deformed people,
pocket and
like,
just choke you with the gi.
guys like midgets and fucked up people.
Hold the
with,
belt. Put it around your neck.
Look,
Look,
I
like
can.
amputees and
Have
shit
you
like
seen?
that
Have you
fuck more
guys
chicks than
seen
all.
the guy in a
Walking?
Naga tournament? He's on the
deformed
top of the
people
guy
that
and he
fuck
starts
more chicks
choking the other guy
Yeah,
with the
with a
belt,
shirt.
with the belt, with the belt.
What do you mean? The
True.
belt? Wait,
Yo,
wait,
guys.
guys. Don't make me turn off your
What's
mic.
this guy?
Are you guys talking about?
Hey, guy, we're having
There
a
was a-
conversation here.
there was
People
a
with
Naga.
cerebral palsy.
Andy had a beer and now he's like want to talk.
Okay.
That
we
wa-
were talking about the matchup.
Well,
What is it?
no, we're just making.
Why
it
is
a-
this talking about-
We're
I mean,
talking about the
Mr. W.
rules, and one of the rules is about using belts or gis or pins or whatever we want to use. But I was mentioning to him there was a Naga match where the kid was on top of the other guy and his belt was falling down, so he just pulled the belt and wrapped around the other kid's neck and started pulling it.
Wait, you
and-
said no gi or gi?
it was a gi.
Okay, Naga has gi?
Yeah, you got both.
Okay, I thought it was no gi only.
I love Naga no gi rules because you can do heel hooks and
Right,
any
you can
leg
do
locks
whatever.
from white belt. From
Right.
no, they
That's
don't
good.
give a
That's the way it
fuck.
should be.
So the guy gets his belt, it's
He
falling
gets
off,
his
and he
belt
wraps it around
and
the
he
guy's
starts
neck.
choking the guy, and the referee stops and disqualifies him, of course.
Why?
Because it's illegal to choke someone with the belt. In
Listen, if you're gonna be wearing pajamas, they should let you do whatever you want with a
Oh,
pajama party.
oh. You know, there's a lot. I got disqualified once in the Miami Open, and as a purple belt because I tapped the guy with a knee bar.
Are you not allowed with the purple belt?
No, you cannot tap people. You cannot do knee bars, toe holds as a purple belt. They're illegal. You get
That's
disqualified.
crazy.
Yeah,
Only is
IBJJF.
brown belt?
Only brown and black. I know it's crazy. And now because of our gene, Andy knows we do leg locks from day one.
That's important.
We're like
That's
doing,
important.
I mean, not all of them, but we do.
But they know them well.
We're doing fucking leg locks, and people are tapping with leg locks.
Imagine how bad it is to get into a tournament and you have to defend a knee bar or you have to defend some sort of leg lock that you only just started because you've been a brown belt for 3 months or 6 months. So now you're a brown belt with white belt leg locks.
I feel like if I've been competing for a long time since I was a white belt,
Mm-hmm.
and now I'm a brown, and
you're also a brown person.
Also, I'm a brown person.
Brown pride.
So I see there are sometimes people when they get to brown belt or even black, they might lose a lot because they like are focusing only one area of the game.
Mm-hmm.
Some guys are not getting well rounded, and they might be on top, but then they just drop.
So you're saying that they stick to their game, like what they're best at, and so they don't do other stuff?
That's a good thing right now. The guys from Danaher,
Right.
Gary Tonnen and all those
Tonnen,
guys,
Ryan.
they do that mentality where they focus on one attack and one thing and one, and that makes you good. Of course, Gary Tonnen got thrown out the last match back over and over again, and then he tapped the guy with a heel hook.
Right.
But he got good on that one thing. It's
Right.
not that you shouldn't. It's good to know one thing, but it's not about just learning one thing. It's just about not learning the whole game. If you're gonna compete, you need to learn the whole game.
Mm-hmm.
If you're gonna compete, you're gonna compete. You're gonna compete. I mean, it's everything. You're gonna compete with everybody.
No, and you need to know takedown.
Takedowns.
You need to know
Fuck,
takedown.
bro.
That's the biggest thing.
Like I was rolling with brown belts that came from Europe, and they got no takedowns, no leg locks.
So like for 5 minutes, everybody's, or let's say 4 minutes, everybody's standing there and they're just yanking on each other.
Yeah.
Yanking on each other, yanking on
that's
each other.
great. I got a good takedown from that. You wanna see?
Sure.
Save it for the match.
Okay.
No,
we'll
we're
save
gonna
the
do
match.
Are we gonna do gi? Oh, bro, if
You guys could do gi and no gi. Andy,
Oh, we're gonna do
Get over here.
gi
Look,
and no
Andy's
gi
right there.
super fight. Okay, let's do. Hey, let's do
Into the
gi.
bathroom.
Okay, let's do first gi, no gi, and then vale tudo match. Everything goes like just not eye gouging, but striking.
look right there. Fucking
Have you
blow
heard about
Andy's fucking brains out.
the EBI Combate?
Combat, yeah, I heard about it. I like the ABI rules. The rules are for the striking. I don't know a lot about it, but the grappling ones I like a lot.
I was thinking about it today, or maybe yesterday, that I think those rules have been made to combat the Danaher leg lock school, so that if somebody goes for a leg lock, now
Is
they're
this a conspiracy theory?
what? It's Tower 7.
Bro, you don't know about Tower 7? I'm telling you, the Tower 7 was not there before. It was just an illusion. It disappeared because they turned off the hologram.
Go on.
I'm listening. He dropped the mic.
No, because everybody comes with a theory about Tower 7. Just came up with one right there on the spot, a new one.
So yeah, I'm thinking that with the EBI with strikes or with strikes on the ground will be worse off for those leg lock guys who need to have now.
But they say you
two
cannot
arms.
strike on the floor, so it's pretty much like
No,
an
no,
amateur.
it is striking. No, it is striking on the floor.
But you cannot elbow.
Striking only on the ground.
But you can head kick, right? Can you head kick and punch? You
I
can
don't think
punch.
So. No.
You can punch.
Striking only on the ground. So only on the grounded opponent can you slap and punch. And I'm not sure exactly if you can punch or if it's open hand slaps. I don't know.
There's slapping involved and it's on the floor.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I'm not sure exactly
I'll be
what
like,
the rules are.
Bitch.
Well, that's how we used to train back in the day. Was light strikes. Okay.
course.
And it was, I mean, and nothing hurting, but
That's
it was
the
like
real deal.
you wanna talk
And
to
to
now-
the
let you know you
microphone?
can't get stuck in a position.
It's
Like,
total
don't just stay
different.
here.
It's total different.
Super important.
I think MMA jiu-jitsu helps you for like no gi shit.
I
You
agree.
like gi a lot, right?
I like jiu-jitsu.
I said gi, motherfucker.
Jiu-jitsu. For me, I don't think gi or no gi. I think jiu-jitsu. And jiu-jitsu is gi and no gi.
Say gi again, motherfucker. Say gi one more time.
Because gi is awesome, but if you only train gi and you might get in a street altercation, you might get fucked. because you
Right.
might think you're better than you are.
And anytime you go to train, you have to put on your pajama. You have to retie your pajama. You have to look at a come pinga that has a higher pajama than your pajama. You have to fucking do burpees wherever he wants. And
In Spanish, we call this a complejo. He's got a complex.
How long have you been a brown belt?
2-3 weeks.
No, a couple months, 2 months.
I don't know.
May was
Come on.
when you got your
I
belt.
did no gi, so how am I gonna get belts?
You never got a belt?
No, I got my purple belt from Daniel and my brown belt from Daniel.
So you're a brown belt. When you got a
brown belt in May. May this year.
Hey, but nobody ever gave you a blue belt. Or did they?
Yeah, Andrew did.
Oh, he did.
Yeah.
Who's Andrew?
So, bro, if you work very hard, my friend, and
know.
like work very hard, you can
You're
be a
not
black
my
belt
mother,
one
yeah.
day.
Just because you look like my mother doesn't mean you're my brother.
If you work very hard,
My mom has small tits.
His beard is not as
My
thick.
mom has small ones.
if you work very hard, you can be a black belt one day, and maybe one day you can have a gym, one of my gyms with my name on it, and you pay me to have my name at my gyms.
Because you gotta be loyal.
You gotta like not be creonte. If you creonte, you can never come back.
Ever.
It's not
Creonte
creonche.
or creonche?
It's not creonche.
That's a made up
In
word.
Portuguese,
No, I
you
know.
say creonche. Creonche.
Well, I heard that the story was that creonche was the name of a character in some sort of novela.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
And one
I
of the
guess,
two TV shows they had.
Someone that didn't like big butts. Because if you like big butts,
You can't lie.
So yeah, creonche was after some novela that Carlson Gracie.
it was a fake guy in the novella, and then
Right, it's some actor or some character.
some character.
Creonche. You like that guy Creonche on the show? I like to watch when I'm not here at the gym. Creonche.
It's
Creonche.
sad the stories I hear because I've been in the Miami scene as far as martial arts 8 years, so I've seen a little bit of the grow, like guys that start in one team and change to another team and then to
Creonches.
another. You know.
Creonches.
But a lot of people are my friends that started with me and my team and went to everywhere.
Yeah,
from
but you
my
tell
team
me I'll fucking rip that guy's head
to,
off.
To fight sports, be it Atos now, be it Black Zillions, be Enrique Coco, ATT, Black Zillions, whatever the fuck. I have friends that used to train me in my gym, and now they're in all of those gyms.
Right, me too.
And they all have different paths, different ways to come, ups and downs. And sometimes you hear a lot of sad stories, like people that left, for example, my team, and then to another team, and they're like, "Oh, I'm on this team," and then the people from the team just look at them and like kick them out. Who the fuck are
That's
you?
retarded.
Imagine
I hate
you
that
like,
stuff.
and now, so that's the problem too. That happens sometimes when you change teams. People might like not value and think you're just like whatever the fuck. So there's bullshit. Even if you stay, there's bullshit if you leave.
What do you mean bullshit if you stay?
Bullshit if you stay because if you happen to stay in a team, then you gotta follow the rules. Everybody got their own system in any team, any martial art team.
You're using that move that we didn't learn here. Why
Because
are you
also,
doing that?
because also you have to be a fit into the team, because if you don't fit in with the people or somebody doesn't like you, enough of them don't like you.
You have to fit
It's gonna
in.
be
You have to fit in.
No, but that's normal. That's normal. Like if you live in a neighborhood, like you want to
Not
fit
really. In
in.
a neighborhood, you don't give 3 fuck.
Well, you
Like
should.
Andy doesn't give a fuck. He comes in the gym and he does whatever the fuck he wants. He lays on the floor and plays possum. And then he taps me.
Okay,
hey,
time
my
for-
leg's still fucking hurting from that leg lock.
You
You
should've tapped
faggot.
earlier.
I
Fuck
was
off.
tapping.
How are you
I
mad
was
at me?
looking at the chick, and then he like started leg locking me. I was like, oh, the chick.
Hey, he was
The
bragging
chick-
about it
That's
too.
awesome.
The chick was walking out, and I was like looking at the chick,
Hey,
and then
listen.
he's stepping me
Bragging.
after
He
he's
was
stepping me.
bragging.
After him stepping, I
This is
look
what
and I'm like,
happened.
he's stepping me, and I'm like, fuck. I was looking at the
It
girl.
was Predator.
He said it was some nobody, but I didn't know it was you.
It was a hot chick,
It
bro.
was
He said it was a
Predator.
nobody.
He said
He
he
was
was like,
looking at
yo, I leg
Predator.
locked some nobody and I fucked up his leg.
And I
Bro,
did it on
my
purpose.
I was
I did
on
it
some
on
lower belt. Some lower belt. That's what I said. Not nobody.
I'm telling you,
I didn't call you nobody.
I'm looking to the girl next thing. How the hell you got into the knee bar? He had a knee bar like he was in his
slick as
back,
fuck, guy.
and my leg was like this,
I'm
and I'm
slick
sitting
as
here,
fuck.
and I'm like, how did I get in here?
Yeah,
I'm
that's
slick
not
as
good.
fuck. You know what happened was that the blood went to your cock, and then it left your brain. And
The
then
chick,
Bam!
she was
Right to your
blowing my
fucking
dick.
knee. No, when the chick walked by, your blood went to your.
Does this company sell
Anyway.
a laser? This laser?
I'm telling you, that
They know
chick,
they're very dumb.
that chick. We should have
What
that
chick
chick.
was it? I
You have to have
forgot.
the same
When
exact laser for
hey,
the
when I'm
exact
fighting Mo,
What she
I'm
look
gonna
like?
have that chick behind me. So when Mo can look at her,
the laser.
What did that chick look like? Yeah, who it was?
like I don't know, some hot what's it called, CrossFit chick,
Do they sell that same laser?
some hot
the
CrossFit
exact
chick.
Well, they have some that it's like around.
No, I know.
Mo, I'm
we
coming
doing?
for
Are we
you,
doing this Saturday?
Mo.
And then what?
I'm coming for
we
you,
putting a date on
Mo.
this?
Don't run, Mo.
It shoots your thing, but then you have to cock
Hey
it
Mo,
down.
no fire weapons. You know, it's
What I'm
hand
saying is
hand
the
to hand
same
combat
exact- The
sports.
same exact.
Yeah, they do.
But from this company, it will sell
Yeah.
because you can sell it as a company.
Hold on.
Yes.
Okay, that's what
This
I'm
guy's having a
asking.
gay
Smart.
conversation about laser.
They probably make money like fuck.
What are we doing this Saturday?
It's not good for the
Hey,
eyes.
I'm down. I think we should do.
Look. And I got plenty of ice.
Guys, I think we should do. Look, we should do gi, no gi, and then striking. 3 rounds of 5 minutes.
No.
Wait,
Hold on.
last time I did a fight with these guys, they were like, "Okay, no, we're gonna do two rounds, 1 gi and 1 no gi." And I was like, "Let's do
Why do
gi.
you say you guys?
Let's do gi. No, okay. No, let's do no gi. I'm more
Let's do
comfortable
all
with
of
no gi.
it.
So they're like, no, 1 gi, 1 no
But
gi.
look, on the gi, I will use no gi, and then no gi, I will use the gi.
and so these guys,
I like that.
these guys are saying.
So I choke you my gi, bro.
So after round 1 of gi, and there was no submission.
Have you seen Jeff
They're
Mo-
like, okay, round 2 with the gi. I was like,
Did you see? Did you ever see Jeff Monster? Who's Jeff Monster? No,
big
it
guy?
wasn't Jeff Monster. It
Jeff
was
Glover? Jeff Glover?
Saulo Ribeiro. Saulo Ribeiro in one.
Ribeiro.
Ribeiro.
Paulo.
Paulo
Saulo Ribeiro. In one of the
Ribeiro.
ADCC matches or one of those tournaments, he was doing no gi and then he pulled out the gi and he fought with Jeff Monster with the top only on the top of the
What?
gi in a no gi match. You never seen
No,
watch?
that
Watch
sounds
that
awesome.
ADCC. Saulo Ribeiro. I think
But he's
I'm
a
sure-
beast.
I mean, he multiple times world champion.
Yeah, he's
Him
a
and his
beast.
brother.
He's a beast.
But
He's
to
a
put
beast.
the
Look,
gi, to put
I
the
think
gi
he
on no
likes- I think
gi.
he likes la porrada.
I think he got his ass whooped though on that match. Did he win? I
No,
don't
but
remember.
I
know.
think he likes it.
Whooped or cocked?
Yo,
Tell
Andy
me the
had
difference.
only 1 beer, man. I wish I would see him in 1 shot. Just have one like one.
He wants another shot?
My ass is tighter than 6 inches.
It's bad for the eye?
6 inches.
You're an optometrist now. Not only fucking...
Hey, listen, are we doing this match? What are we doing? Let's do it in detail.
Yeah, guys,
I've
let's
been
close
asking
this
you for
up
a
and
while,
let's
you-
close it
wrap
up and go for the
Wrap-
match.
look, wrap-
Match.
What?
10 a.m.
Why does everyone want to fight me? Am I that annoying?
Bro,
No, it's just me.
bro, I'm just doing it. It's the same thing you're doing. I'm just playing the game.
Well,
No, we're not joking. Saturday morning, can you do it?
wait, I don't hear Andy's mic. Andy, did you? I think you turned off your mic. Check the top of the mic on the top. It's got a little switch.
Bro, I
There you
live
go.
in the
Now?
present.
Check.
Let's fight
Check,
right now.
Check.
Right now or never.
Mike, check.
Unless I get paid. If you
then
guys
do what?
gonna pay me, then yeah.
Hey, so 10 o'clock or what?
When?
Saturday morning.
Saturday I'm busy.
What are you
This
doing
week I'm
Saturday?
busy.
That's so
This week I'm busy. Next week I'm good. Next week.
Oh, Sueña.
Okay. Well,
Oh, Sueña.
one man.
so since I'm busy, Juanqui can take my place. Juanqui and Wanderson can fight.
But wait, hold up a second. We will do it. It doesn't
I
matter.
gotta
But
get a
why?
deal.
What's wrong with you, bro?
What do you mean?
You very weird. Like you're like. You feel
No,
like-
gladly.
Yeah.
There's a lot of pent up sexual.
Yeah,
content.
sure.
I got an idea.
I gotta go home
Let's
and
stop
beat off
fucking around.
before I agree to
Let's
this.
just
I
stop
gotta go
fucking
home and beat
around,
off.
all right?
I guess I lost my
The winner
match.
fucks a loser.
Oh,
Let's just do that.
Whoever what?
Winner fucks a loser. That's it. Let's start doing that. There's
There are no losers.
Holds barred.
There are no losers.
No
then.
hold bars. Jiu-Jitsu club. Winner
Bro,
fucks a
I
loser.
just came here for the roll. When are we gonna roll? No,
Hold, not roll.
Apparently he
Hold.
doesn't want to do it. He wants me
wants-
to do it
he
because
wants-
something weird.
He's trying.
Oh, he's scared.
He hasn't
He's
figured
trying
out.
to scare
he
me.
hasn't figured out. People don't like him, and I'm really his only friend that he's turning. Andy, I'm really the only guy that helps him out and likes him, and he's turning on him.
Mo. Mo.
Angry mom syndrome.
Let's go right now, Mo. Hey, guy. Hey. It's me and Mo now, bro. Please.
I agree,
Hey,
but
Mo.
he's trying to look.
No. Let
He's
me
the
talk
guy
to him.
that's
Let me
trying
talk
to
with
make
him.
two friends
Let
fight.
me talk with him.
That's this
Let
guy.
me talk with him now.
I wish he was like, get at the
Hey,
door
Mo.
right now. Be like, this,
Hey,
come
Mo.
on, come on in, it's open, motherfucker.
Are we gonna roll now or what, bro?
Let's do it.
Let's
do it.
I was kidding, bro. I was kidding.
I know.
Oh, well, that's when I said yes.
Okay, so is it gonna be okay? Go, tell your story that we made you do and all that stuff. Go ahead.
What do you mean the story that you made me do?
You said that we always make you fight, and
These guys like to set up. These guys like to set up other guys to fight.
But did you
they
have
don't
any fight?
Yeah. They're like, oh, I want you to fight this other guy from
Of
this
course
other
not,
gym.
because they fought already. They know it sucks if you get punched in your face and you fall on your ass. It sucks. It's better you beat people up.
These
So-
guys set up fights with other people.
what a scam! I had both lights on.
Yo, you know, Andy can be also the sound effects guy. He's really good at it. He's kicking ass. Put it.
Mainly
Let's
moaning.
see. Are you good with the sound
Mainly
effects, Andy? Are you good
moaning
with the
and
sound effects or
complaining.
what?
Mainly moaning and complaining sound
So,
effects.
Andy, come on, show us your power.
Okay, so the first match is gonna be gi or no gi.
Bro, whatever my opponent wants, I don't care. I'll kick his
He
ass
pays.
no
A
matter
la
what. A la muerte. No, until we choke each other out or break a limb.
That's pretty good. That's fair.
We'll let our family members decide. No, he's not done. He's not
No
done.
tapping out.
More.
No tapping out.
No, he's not tapping. He's not tapping.
You know what?
Hold the
I saw
joke.
him not tap.
I went to the gym, this gym in South Miami the other day, and they're like, "Don't tap, die."
What gym was that?
Like the one that you guys.
Which one said don't tap die?
You? Oh no, it was Andy. Samurai spirit. Don't tap.
Die.
We don't tap at that gym. We fight.
Well, in Brazil,
die. Until you either
there's
die
that
or
mentality
come.
a lot, and people go to sleep very often. I don't think it's a good idea to
you
go
die
to
or you
sleep
come
all the
like a
time.
racehorse.
You lose brain cells when you go to sleep often.
Yeah, but brain cells regenerate.
Yeah, until when you're younger. When you get older,
They
I don't know
told
about
you that, but it's not true. I'll get these back.
Hey, hold on a second. And you figure why everybody hates you.
Why everybody's getting more stupid as they get older? They get stupid. And guys, I thought this was PG-13. Can like kids hear this? Are kids gonna hear it?
Nobody hears us.
Yeah,
Even we don't
nobody's gonna hear this.
But
We've
for
done
sure,
like 10 of them. I've heard like 3 of them.
I know.
Yeah.
But if we clean it up
I'm
a
just
little
kidding, I
bit
don't know.
and keep it PG at least, if not put a B, but take more work, it can work really well. I did stuff like this, and it was not as fun as we were doing.
This is super
Well,
fun.
of course, I would focus on martial arts a lot, mainly because that's where I can distribute more martial arts than anything else. But whatever, we talk about anything.
This would work really well, but what we have to do is be more disciplined on listening to other
Each
people
person.
talking, because a lot of times what happens is that you'll get people talking over other people, and I can edit it out because this records on different tracks. So if I don't like what they're saying, I'll just edit it out. It's easy.
Oh
Like
my God.
you can hear them now, but you won't hear them when
I
we're doing the
didn't
recording.
realize I was doing it,
Doing what?
talking over all of you.
No, it happens. It's easy to do if you're not focused, but if you're focused on not doing that, then you're fine. All right, focus. Center
Let's
yourself.
focus.
Center yourself. Namaste. Go.
Don't fuck with me, motherfucker. I'll fucking kill you.
You need to slow down that pronunciation, but we sort of got the gist of it. Go ahead.
Yeah, you know what? I might have to go, guys. Can I go now?
No, you cannot go.
His wife says he gotta go home.
I don't know. I just don't want to.
So
Why are
when's
you
the
looking at your
You
phone?
can't do the match this weekend.
No.
But you want him to fight me.
Go for it.
No, that wasn't the question. Why are you so angry?
Bro, I told you.
You see?
I fucking told you. Why are you going to bring this up again?
You don't like the wood table?
No, his whole house
I
is
hate
broken.
his neighbor.
Hey, his house has holes on the walls, like all the angry spots are.
You know what you have to do? You have to do some. Get the bag and punch the bag a little bit. It helps. Just punch the bag a lot.
I agree.
He's sexual tension. That's his middle name.
Who?
Mo.
Don't tell me that.
Oh, I want to bring some
Fucking,
sound
you're an
effects
idiot.
too. Fuck
You're
you
an
guys.
idiot.
I'm gonna get
You're
some sound
such an
effects.
idiot.
I like it. That, you should do an entire podcast just me and Wonky talking.
Oh my God, I'm 600 pounds.
What's that?
That one's great.
That's Andy. Andy talking. It's like the worst podcast ever.
You guys
Wow, guy.
No, I'm trying to pay attention to what you guys are saying. There's 3 people talking.
What's the name of the podcast?
Either the Nodcast or the Clowncast, depending on who we're, or the
A
Gymcast.
bunch of different names.
Do you want to migrate into something that actually you can make money, have advertisers and stuff?
No, of course.
Online and-
This is. I mean, we've.
We're just doing it for fun right now.
We're doing
know,
it for
but
fun.
I always do for fun, but also it's good if you can make some money.
But is it normal to get angry while you're doing stuff for fun? I'm
What?
asking for a friend. I'm asking for a friend.
You always can get angry
Guy.
when they don't respect.
Guy, fuck you, guy.
When they don't
Hey,
respect-
Mo, let me ask you a serious question.
Go for it.
I'm into the serious question.
Hey, but keep the mic to your mouth.
I'm a serious sir.
Let's say
Keep it to your mouth.
Let's say you and your wife are like good forever.
Okay.
Is that it? Are you gonna bang 2 chicks your whole life?
I don't know if I'm happy.
2?
Look, check
here's
check
the
this new one
logo.
out. Check this new one out. Look.
Here's the temporary
Look.
logo I've made.
Look. Well, you should be practicing.
2 chicks your whole life.
I like it.
Isn't that nice?
I like it.
Yeah.
Oh, you want to hear the intro?
I like it.
I think we have to change the song, but someone's really angry. Anytime I suggest anything, somebody's like violently angry.
But see, it's a couple microphones. The logo's a couple microphones together, and
If we already have a match between
It's
me and Mo, we should have a match between Andy and you.
I know how that's
That
gonna
way
go.
we can have like a co-main event and a main
Wonky
event.
doesn't
You
want
guys
any
are
of this.
the older
Wonky doesn't want
guys.
any of this.
You do the main event. You're like the more
He doesn't want
experienced.
any of this.
But it's supposed to be like a fist. You see the fist?
Uh huh.
Isn't that cool?
He loves getting anything fisted. Anything with fisted fascinates this
It's
guy.
better if we can cut this little one here. You're gonna look more like a fist then.
Yeah. Well, I wanted that was the
You know
the
Gianna
bottom
Reno?
of that mic
You know
is
Gianna Reno?
the thumb.
Oh, that's the thumb.
That's the thumb. I mean, and that's
I'm working here.
that's with
recognize-
clip art. That's from clip art from the internet. Like I haven't done it like
Let's
the
go fuck her
final
corpse. Where's
the
she
final
buried?
thing. But that's the más o menos
So
thing.
can I
mais ou menos.
join? Can I join the Dad's podcast?
Yeah, you're in.
Oh my god! Can I give my acceptance speech right now?
Yes.
I
Go
want
ahead.
to thank my mommy and my daddy in Brazil, all the favelas, and that dog that I had that I lost.
That you ate.
And
My favorite is do the baby sign.
and
the baby sign.
am I doing the baby sign
What's
and
the
the
baby
heart
sign?
sign right now?
A python ate it. That's what happened.
And then yeah, I guess that's what happened. And I want to thank my professor, my master, and my black belt, my
Professor
sensei, my teacher,
Energia.
and all the masters of Brazil. God bless you all.
Energia.
Amen. Hakuna Matata, in Kwanzaa, Happy Kwanzaa, Namaste. Energia too.
Here, let me know what you think of the intro. This is the intro. Everybody hates
Pretty
it.
good. I like it.
I want you to do me a favor.
Yeah, sure.
I want you to hit me as hard as you can.
What?
This is WNPR.
I want you to hit me as hard as you can.
Shouts to all my lost boys. Shouts to all my lost boys. We rowdy. Shouts to all my lost boys. Shouts to all my lost boys. We rowdy. Shouts to all my
That's
lost
like the
boys.
IT guys coming over
Never
and
been
me.
in a fight. I want to die without any scars. Come on, hit me before I lose my nerve.
Oh shit!
It's a little violent.
Gentlemen,
Hey,
welcome to Fight
two
Club.
of our friends hurt their hips doing the worm.
Did you mix it up? Did you mix this up?
No, I'm doing laser.
Well, I mean, that's something that we can't really keep because that's I think it's Skrillex is the song. But I got clips from Fight Club and I just put it in there.
Bro,
And
you
then the
need
worst
original
music on the
content.
planet.
No, we do.
Original content.
We do. If you have
know,
anybody that
content.
makes music, let me know.
Yeah, I do.
Let's do
Anybody
it.
can do that. You push
He's a
two buttons
producer.
on a fucking.
He's obviously a producer too.
Wait, 1 second.
Right?
You too? Bro, we gotta like let's do a blood get the knife. Let's make a blood pact here so we like producers like Andy you can be too, come.
Me too.
Yeah. We do like a blood
first.
Fantasy, blood.
Good. Like a
Wait, I don't want.
what's the name?
Wait.
A pact?
I don't want what you
Blood,
have.
Like the Blood Brothers.
Blood Brothers.
Listen,
that's
I'm the
it.
only one here that's had a test and has it all the time. So, this guy, you can't get anything from fucking your hand.
I took a test in college. I'm probably still safe.
I don't even want.
And he was a virgin. And he was a virgin is the irony.
But so what would be
I took a test just in case.
A pre-test. He wanted to make sure he did good on the regular
You know,
test, so
it'd
he
be
took a
great.
pre-test.
You know, it'd be great if he got like AIDS or something from sitting on a toilet.
Hey, remember
Not
this?
even from
Remember
having
this?
seconds
If
of
I got
anal
it,
sex.
he's got it.
Oh, whoa.
what would be our
wow.
crowd? What would be the crowd that we're like trying to reach?
I think it's guys our age. who
No
are
homo.
Somewhat out of
We're not
shape.
agreeing.
Just guys
okay,
that got
that's
that-
speaking
that's-
for himself, Mo, and me and Andy would like to reach
You know.
super hot chicks only. That they only talk chicks that are married. They just want something that's
Or
no
young girls, or
No
young
commitments.
girls that
Well,
need
yeah.
guidance.
No
Hey,
commitments.
You want to take me out. You want to treat me to dinner or make me food, and then you want to fucking suck it real hard and gag. And
I'm just saying, if you call it Dad's podcast, then you're trying to say, okay, only dads can watch it and then follow it.
no.
So what was
Look, we could step in for the dad that's absent to your kid. If you're hot,
Pretty
make
good.
sweet love
Free
to you.
mentoring.
Tell me
Oh
if I'm
my
wrong.
goodness!
The website
Tell me
has
if
an
I'm wrong.
application form where you drop in your photo, and it goes directly to my phone.
You know what we should do? We should do like a fake dog bounty hunter, but like the Brazilian bounty hunter. That is here in the U.S. We could do a fake show. Huh? But we make it reality.
We'll put a tank
You come
top
from
on this
Brazil.
guy.
In Brazil, you were bounty hunter.
No,
And in Brazil.
and you put a bunch of feathers in his hair.
Is that
The same. We don't even change anything.
Is it
I'll pretend I'm his kid. I'll pretend I'm his
think we
kid.
can do it?
I'll get a tan and I'll fucking just say
You don't
racist
think we
shit.
can get actors and fake arrest them?
You could do your horrible.
People try to hire me here a bunch to different things. They're fake, like
That's gay porn.
the tolling,
That's gay porn.
the tow truck show that they tow people's car.
Yeah. True TV.
For example, that one is
Right.
fucking fake. They tried to hire me for that
So
one.
how many episodes did you...
I didn't go. I never wanted, like, as well as reality shows, I never wanted to be part of any reality show because I wanted to only do work that was actual creative work.
No, you're a pure actor. I
Porn is
understand.
reality.
I understand.
Well, they told me in the porn that they couldn't see my face, so I think it's not me there.
You had to take it out of the guy's crotch.
It's just the crotch.
It's
just
the angle.
crotch.
It's the angle.
Yeah, well, it's just gonna be the dick in your face.
You gotta cheat towards the
It's
camera
a lot
like
of
this.
dicks in your face.
You gotta
so
cheat
you're not
towards the
gonna be
camera
able
like
to
this. Instead of
come
just doing
out on
like this like you
camera.
normally do, you gotta go like this.
Yeah. Well, there's so many dicks on your face that you won't really come out on camera.
Okay, but if there was like some really hot
He's
chicks,
got good hair.
really hot,
Not like Wonkies. We don't want to see this bald spot.
really hot chicks, would you do it? Would you guys do it?
Do what?
If it was hot chicks?
Would I do what?
I would fuck me.
What's the name of the company they have here in Miami?
You don't have pictures that you hold to save them to chicks?
That's what she said.
I love it.
Mr. White.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I'm like, I was just reading.
There's a big
I was just laying in bed.
reading.
there's a big porn company here in Miami that shoots a lot. The big one, there's like everybody talks about.
Reality Kings.
I don't know.
I don't know. Andy? Rob would know.
Like a Miami, we have a teammate that used to be a porn actor.
Yes, officer, I'll get married there.
Remember?
Yeah, I know a guy before. Evan or something. Evan?
We had a teammate at the team. Yo, and then he would like get the shirts of the team. He would get the shirt of the team and maybe Matt put on the chicks and have them sucking his dick with the shirt of the team and shake him like true chicks and be like, yeah, guys.
Awesome. Like a year ago, I was watching one of these videos and I was
Look at
like,
that.
"Yo, let me check this. Let me check this out. I want to see where they would have these backyard fights because it's near my house. I'm like on the. This is on the west side of US
No,
One.
it's on the east side. Oh, on the west side of US
West side of
yeah.
US 1, and I'm on the east side of US 1. So I'm in East Perrine, and this is West Perrine.
Yeah.
So one Sunday afternoon, I'm leaving my parents' house, and I go down the turnpike, and I'm heading down 184th, and I'm like, let me check this shit out. It's like 4 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm going down 184th, and I'm like, I'm like, let me turn down. I think it's 117th or something like that. Yeah, 117th Avenue.
His sneakers guy. He had his shoes on.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
kicking the guy in the head with his shoes. So funny.
And so I
Both of
turned
them
down,
have sneakers.
I turned down like 117th, and I'm like, let me go. I saw it on Google to see where the address was. I'm like, okay, well, turn down 2 streets, and I'll see the place, and then I'll
You're
go
in
back.
Perrine.
Yeah, I'm in Western Perrine. So I'm going down 184th. I make a left on 117th, I think, and I go down 2 blocks, and I realize, and it's 4 o'clock in the afternoon. I made a mistake because there's like
In Perrine.
10,000 people on the street. It's not 10,000 people, but it's way more than I've seen like 2 blocks before. There's like a car wash, like a do-it-yourself car wash.
Yeah.
Like some guys on the street with a bucket and
Knocked out.
sponges.
People.
And he's
I put
making
the
quote
camera on
signs with his
his
hands. And I mean, I'm not racist, but
Oh, God, please.
but
You're not racist. That is
If you're not racist,
I'm
then
not
you say
racist,
that.
but when I'm outnumbered, I get uncomfortable.
I'm outnumbered
Shit, I got
10,000.
knocked out.
Yeah,
I
look
was-
how close I put it in his face. Watch,
Hey,
look at the
did you
camera.
guys see
Look.
Santa Claus?
That's me with the camera. Everybody looking at me like, what are you doing?
Did you guys see Santa Claus?
So I was so nervous
Wait,
that I
time out.
kept driving deeper into Perrine, into
Time
Western
out.
Got a
Perrine.
concussion.
I kept driving deeper into Western Perrine because I was like, if I turn around here, everyone will know.
Time
So
out.
I was like, let me make a small right turn.
No,
and
but you
then a
could be an
U-turn.
undercover cop. Or most likely just a fucking pervert.
Yeah, he got fucked up. He got some head kicks.
Yeah.
Some bad head kicks. Look at him. Fuck. Look at him. Alex be like,
So I would have loved to have gone to these. When was this? This was 2009?
Are they still
2010?
happening?
I remember.
Are they still happening?
I don't think so.
Because I heard they're illegal, but the police would allow it to happen.
Yeah, well, there's a couple videos here where you see the police and they're helping sort of
Yeah,
keep
yeah,
the people
yeah.
off the sidewalk
Those cops.
or off the street.
Those cops are.
You know how much they'll get paid? I heard they'll get paid like $50.
Yeah, it's not a lot of money. This is just
and no health insurance, no Obamacare, bro. My friend, let me go in the bathroom, no Obamacare.
I mean, like the guy, the Thai kickboxer guy. What was he doing?
Hey, look, check this out. I'm not racist either, but look.
Was he a
But look,
coach?
they're shooting Santa
Was
Claus.
a coach at ATT, one of the coaches.
Okay.
Look, they're shooting Santa Claus in the
Is
face.
he still there?
for sneakers.
You're looking at the comments there, Andy.
Oh, sorry.
I mean, Mr. A.
I'm not racist either, but look, they're shooting Santa Claus in the face.
Why would they do that? Why would those people do that?
Why? Do you have to ask why at this point? It's 2016.
Why those people? Why do you put them in a box?
Andy wants to put them in a
They're
cage.
shooting Santa Claus in the face. They're actually
Andy
shooting
wants to
Santa
put them in
Claus.
a caja china.
Not even, guy. They're shooting Santa Claus in the face for sneakers. Santa Claus, he.
Andy's showing a video
You don't believe
of
it? You don't
some
believe
people
it?
on the
Santa
street
Claus,
and they're
let
shooting
me
Santa.
Let me paint the picture.
Oh, hilarious.
I love
How
being
did you turn this shit
Muttley.
on?
I love being Muttley. Let me explain something to you.
I
Let
like
me,
the
let me
Muttley
paint the
laugh.
picture for you. Let me tell you the story.
Let me paint a pretty picture. For
Let me
you.
paint a pretty picture.
So, Mo, I've been thinking about the whole Hispatch.
Hespech.
Oh, his face.
1, 2. I'm off again. Damn it.
No, it's the headphones.
So let me.
You gotta put your headphones
Hold
on.
on, let me paint the picture. I'm telling a story. Don't come in here to interrupt.
Yo,
Brazilian.
the Hispatch.
Wait,
I'm thinking
Hespech
about.
and Andres.
I'm telling a story.
Hespech Andres.
I'm gonna Hispatch him.
I'm in the
but
middle
then
of a
I will
story.
not. I will tell you about the Hispatch.
So, there's a guy, and he probably somewhere online he put up that he wanted to sell some sneakers, and he made a fatal error. A fatal error. What is it? He thought the same thought. I'm not racist,
What is
but
that? Oh, what did he say?
I'm not racist, but I'll just sell these sneakers, and make a couple bucks
How?
selling sneakers to people.
What did he do?
You want to buy sneakers?
So this is you're probably talking about like these were like sneakers for sneakerheads, people that spend a lot of money on.
No, it's
a
online.
limited
Like you
edition
have
shoe.
something and you want to sell it, and you go thinking you're gonna sell it to another human being.
Fuck that.
Look,
Fuck that.
look at me, human being.
Fuck that.
That's a loose term.
You show up and there's what, 3 or 4 people there.
That are interested
We're
in your
talking
shoes.
about people.
That are interested in
They're
your
just
shoes.
people like everybody else. And what does he do? He doesn't do the Andy, which is look, drop transmission.
Look at this guy.
Go home and live to sell the sneakers somewhere else.
Of course. But you know, look, I had already said we could have a fake television, a radio show that people call in.
I'm down. Let's do it.
That people call in. Hold up. No, people call in, and then we could have 2 regular people that are the regular shows, and then we could sit there and pretend like we're somebody else, experts at something. And the people call in because we put it on the Christian forum or whatever we want to do. You put it on that. You know what I'm saying or no?
What?
Listen,
Guy.
Are you gonna do like a fake porn?
I don't
not a
know
fake
what
porn,
the
but I
fuck he's
like where you're
talking
going
about.
with that.
Remember Andy told me about
No,
like,
then listen, we put an ad out.
I'm
Hey,
still
on
here.
this, you could do podcasts that you could talk to callers, right?
Right. Yeah, yeah. We'd set it up with the phone.
So we do a whole thing that it's a show that's going on somewhere. We could pick a fake place that it's going on, call in or listen in if you want to talk about religious talk or whatever, and then we could have a real.
I can't not laugh if it's religious.
Of course, you could laugh.
I can't. No,
you
no,
could
no.
be
I'm
an
saying
expert. You could be an expert.
I
A non-religion.
have to be the atheist to make fun of people.
We
And we can have people calling in.
need everybody to speak about what they believe in. That's good, Andy. Talk more about that. Why you think
I
that
believe in
way?
Jesus.
Do you believe in invisible people?
What is it? What is it, Andy? I wanna
Jesus.
know.
Do you believe in
This is where
invisible
shit gets
people?
uncomfortable.
No. I gotta go soon. So let's focus on what we're talking
Okay.
about.
Who believes in invisible people?
There might be information on the phone.
Who
What are
believes
we
in
gonna do
invisible
next?
people?
What are we gonna film?
Wait, I
You
want
want to film a show? Do you want to film something funny?
Oh,
What
I
do you
got a
wanna-
good idea. Let's do it religion. Only
Let's
politics
do,
and religion, and then when you start fighting, keep filming.
Let's do not the demon. What's it called? The first episode. Fuck.
Which one?
Promo no pilot. Let's
For
make
what?
a
Pretty
pilot
good.
for
Pretty good.
the bounty hunter.
That'd be good, right?
I like it. I always want to put some feathers.
Yeah.
The tough part's
But
gonna make.
you know what we gotta do
Hey.
is super simple. We gotta find good actors and then set them up in situations.
No.
Listen, you're in your house and you had a warrant and this is your boyfriend.
But straight
and-
rip off. Like you call, and it's a bail
Yeah,
bonds.
no,
Everything's
it's
the
the
same.
same thing.
Everything's the same, but now it's Cubans and a Brazilian getting them.
But who's gonna be the other guy?
hardest
We
part-
need another guy.
You know what the
The
name of
hard
it
part-
is? The name of it? Real Bounty Hunter.
On True
Like
TV.
the real bounty hunter, but from real.
The real bounty hunter.
It's so funny that I almost like it.
Instead of
We gotta
dog-
keep
instead
this
of-
shit real.
Yeah, we gotta keep the
I
chill.
like it. I like
Hey,
it, brother.
Heel. We gotta keep it
My
heel.
friend. I like it, my friend.
Instead of Dog the Bounty Hunter, Wet Rat the Bounty Hunter.
Splinter the bounty hunter.
one D the bounty hunter.
You know what's gonna be the hardest part? Making him look tough.
Bro, I just let that beard grow, that facial hair.
We just gotta put feathers in your hair and then wear a tank top sleeve.
I put
vest.
and the glasses. I
vest.
gotta always have the sunglasses
Yeah,
at
but-
all times.
You gotta get. You know what you gotta get? The sunglasses.
the problem
Square,
is
the
it
tiny
no,
little square.
the sunglasses with the leather on the side, like from Mad Max time from the 80s.
If we do that show, you might
Nice.
become super famous.
Can you handle
Holy
that?
shit!
do
You,
you
might
mean?
be able to bang a different chick instead of your annoying wife, whatever she is.
Un poco forte.
And this guy could
Un
double his
poco
numbers.
porch.
This guy could
No?
double his numbers in one day. Listen to me. Listen.
He can any day number
In
his
one
numbers.
day,
In
double
one
it
no.
up.
Any day
Double
now
it
he's gonna
up.
double his numbers.
You're right.
You know what?
You're right,
What-
Andy.
Hey, you know what I did a few times?
It's not that Andy was right. It's Guy, you were wrong. That's a-
Yeah, I'm
Guy.
always right. If you haven't noticed.
You're right, Andy. Thank you.
Let me tell you a quick story about when I was right. When I was so right, it hurt. It's painful.
So right, it was wrong.
So the whole time when me and some dude, some guy,
Uh-huh.
we're in Colombia.
Anderson Wilva, uh-huh.
Anderson Wilva. Anderson Wilva. So anyway, me and some guy, some random guy,
Throw your lens.
some guy you guys have never heard of. I don't want to say names.
Well, you
So
didn't
anyway,
see,
we're over
you
there,
didn't see the
and then-
sign on the door
and
when you
then-
walked in?
And then this guy is like, "Wow, how come all the girls here are so awesome?" And first one, random. But anyway,
Which
besides
other
that,
comes about the Nagri?
besides that, listen. The
He's leaving,
I go,
leaving a body back there.
I go,
Leaving a body.
they have a good attitude.
Yes or no? You can do this if you just want to disable him, and if you just want to
Wonky's
finish.
the story killer. So you're going on the story.
Don't
And
worry,
you're
keep-
like the vagina driver. We already
Oh no, please, hold on. Anyway, the story. So why are the girls in Colombia so like friendly and feminine and whatever?
Who's this asking? Who's this asking?
This dude, a friend of mine.
What's the
So
name?
I don't remember the guy's name. It's Bob or something. So then when we go, I tell him it's because the girls here are like
Anderson Smith?
It's like 1950.
Just
the
a
chicks,
Anderson
the
Smith.
chicks down there are like 1950. Here in the United States, it's like this whole
But
feminist
describe
thing. It's
what they are by
destroyed the girls.
1950.
Whatever.
Describe what they are by 1950.
They're like broken.
There's one internal bleeding.
No, but it's not broken. I don't think it's broken.
Spirit wise.
No, you know
It's
what?
the way they're supposed to
I gotta
be.
go, guys.
Broken.
Look,
Let me answer the police.
look.
The sheriff's calling.
So anyway, peace out.
Konnichiwa, bro.
Stay safe. Oh my god.
What was the story about that guy, the Italian, the fucker, asshole?
So you're back.
Fucker.
Wait, I thought. You take care of the fight. You the man. You the man.
Move to her.
Care of the fight. I was like,
That guy, he's the man.
don't be talk. You gotta respect.
Andy, don't
What's the
sprinkle
story
glitter
about-
on him.
Which one? So
Babe, why you
this is
have glitter on you?
This is how right I am.
Oh, glitter your
This is how right I am.
Just go quick with the fucking story, Andy.
He's like, why? Oh, the chicks here are so much like more.
Hey, get on the
friendly.
fucking microphone.
Why are the chicks here so friendly and so like how you want them to be, right?
Normal.
Normal. So in the United States, they're ruined. They're just like fucking annoying.
Get into
You
the
don't wanna
mic.
talk
We
to
gotta
them.
hear it.
They're fucking whatever. We already had
Not
this
all of them.
conversation, but anyway, most 99%, especially nowadays.
Not all of them.
So then, Mr.
That was pretty
Mr. Bob, guy, if I have to get up, you're gonna have a bad day. You're going right out that fucking window.
Black
head
belts versus brown belts.
first.
Monkey, take out the match.
So,
I got two matches.
so the whole we have the conversation like 3 times in Colombia. So in Colombia, I tell him that whole thing.
You tell that
Usually
guy.
the garbage, they usually have it here in the kitchen.
Not in the bathroom.
Or not in the rooms. Not on the beds.
First day here.
Not in the bedroom.
Not on the beds.
So when
Not
we
in the
get
condom
when
drawer,
we get on the
sucker.
plane, he's Mr. Bob is not grasping the concept that I'm
Mr.
trying to
Bob.
explain to him. So when we get in the plane,
Mr. Bobby
we're
Smith.
on the plane in Colombia.
Banderson?
We haven't even
Mr. Smith is
we
very
haven't
upset.
even gotten off the left of the what is something
The
called?
tarmac.
No, but when they're connected. When you're connected, like people are still getting on. People are still getting on, right? People are still getting on. And he has an incident with not one but both of the flight attendants.
A bad incident?
And then I'm like, do you see what I'm trying to say?
negative
and then he's
encounter?
like, bro, I think you're right.
A negative
I'm like, yeah,
encounter?
because they're American. Yeah, 2 negative encounters, completely different and separate with each flight attendant. So that's my whole
You
story.
want to say your side of the story?
His side of the story is Andy's right because he's always right, and that's the end of the story. Send the picture, bro, to the group.
Yeah, sure.
Are you leaving or what?
Yeah, there's a car
Oh, you're getting blocked.
There's a car.
I unblock.
Keep blocking. You want
Oh my
water?
God, it's so annoying. His Brazilian accent is annoying.
I'm sorry, fucker. How many legs?
No,
do you take?
his, not yours.
You know what's awesome?
Not yours, his
If we
fake
find,
one.
if we find out Wanderson is
Yours
like,
is fine.
If Wanderson is like El Salvadorian or something, he just hit us.
He's Nicaraguan.
I'm Nicaraguan.
What are we watching, Wonky? It's like a drunken tiger, whatever. The guy's like slapping the leg away, and then they put in slow motion.
She was like, bring dinner.
Guy, if a girl ever talked to me like that, I laugh in her face. Laugh. Fuck yourself. Get it yourself, bitch. Fuck out of here. He's pretty broken. You gotta hear him talking to his wife.
No.
No, he got his rape whistle. He got his rape whistle. Look, and he just laid down, took his pants off.
We're soft, easy to take off material so you don't get hurt.
Exactly with your pants down.
Auto.
I don't know
All
why I
right,
turned
are we
on.
leaving or what? Bodybuilder versus.
Hey,
jiu-jitsu.
are we
This
going
is
to
garbage.
eat?
No way, guy.
Oh, and you're gonna skip a meal? It's not gonna make a difference,
It
guys.
makes a difference for me.
One drop in a rain in a giant bucket.
The good thing about
55-gallon bucket.
the good thing about Wanderson.
Yes, officer.
The good thing about Wonky.
The point of that story was that we didn't even have to get back to the United States to prove that I was right.
Your theory?
Yeah,
I was with you all along.
he had 2 arguments with the 2 bitches. We didn't even leave the
But what
ground.
were they about?
And then
What were they about?
I go, huh?
What
The
were they
first one was it was a black American little skinny girl, and she was a little older, and he ordered like food, and then the lady goes, oh yeah, I'll get it for you, and then he's like,
What do you mean, you falta respeto?
yeah, they just started
get it from-
arguing, right?
Wait, that was Mr. W?
Yeah.
I thought it was Mr. L.
No, Mr. W. Mr. L takes medication to sleep,
Oh, wow.
let's say.
Weird.
So anyway, why are we watching this, Monkey?
Because it's pretty funny.
Anyway, so
Look.
Shaolin Monk, you can't hurt me. I'm wearing an orange robe and shit, and I shaved my head, so you can't hurt me. I look like a cartoon character. You can't hurt me. So, oh snap, I could do this shit all day.
That's so fake, huh?
It looks real to me. So then the other one, I say to the other one, the big blonde, and I go, hey, look, he ordered this thing, and the lady completely wiped her ass with him, and she goes, oh, all you have to do is tell me. I go, yeah, this is me telling you. She goes, oh, you don't have to have an attitude. I'm like, I don't have an attitude. I'm just telling you.
I'm just here.
to your face.
I'm sending it to you
that-
through a text.
Yeah, I'm standing right in front of your face, and she's like all like angry, and I'm very calmly like, "This is what happened.
Yeah.
Do the thing. I don't care about your stupid emotions and your attitude." And so she huffs off like a fat turd, waddles off, and then I go, "Do you notice what I told
Andy
you?"
would have waddled off too, but he was in his seat. Go ahead.
I was waddling in my seat. You're gonna pay
Like
for
the
that.
back of the dogs and the Supremes for the old ladies that just go side to side.
But it's my belly and my hips.
Who's
All right.
getting hungry?
My feelings are hurt.
I am a little hungry.
All right, you
What
guys
can
go.
we-
I'm gonna go home.
Oh man, what do you mean?
Oh, hey, guy. I gotta
No,
get up at
hey.
5 every day.
So do I. Guy,
Dude, it's
listen,
fucking
if you don't go with us, something really bad's gonna happen to you.
Oh, no, please. Superstition is gonna work.
OCD,
Oh,
OCD.
no, please. Oh, no.
Okay, so what are we gonna eat?
I'm gonna go home and go to sleep because I'm tired.
Oh man, I gotta get up early too. Come on.
No way, guy. Yeah, but you're you.
Yeah, but you're not getting up at 5 like me.
And I'm me.
Are you getting up
I
at
gotta
5?
get earlier.
I get up at 5.
I'm getting up
I
at
do
5 too,
real
dog.
work. I don't sit in a truck and get people take gas out of the
Pump
truck.
gas.
Do it by themselves.
All right, I think this is over. Everybody's
Yeah.
on their phone.
This is over.
No, we have to go. I'm deciding where to go eat. I'm right now searching best place to
NWI.
eat.
All right, I'm out. Peace.
That's like a name for a restaurant, the NWI.
Big dumb.
What? What's wrong with you? What is wrong with you?
I'm fucking tired, guy. I wake up at 5
You're
every
acting
day.
like a lady. Life is
when
here.
It, when
Live
it,
in the
when
moment,
it hits
guy.
10, I'm fucking asleep. I'm worthless at 10. Past 10.
I guess he stopped listening to you, Honky.
Unless it's for Janers.
What would Honky do?
That angers Mo. He
What
told
would
me.
Wonky
He
do?
texted me, hey, that pissed me off.
What?
I would cut and paste that you say that. What would Wonky do?
What would Wonky
He texted
do?
me, it pissed me off.
That I do that?
Yeah, that you say that.
But it's true.
see?
That's what I'm mentoring.
Damn shucks.
Fuck.
Damn, he got me again.
You know what it is? Is that when you're raised like a pussy, like me and Mo
It's
were
supposed to be
raised?
what was Jesus do?
What?
What would Jesus do?
Jesus
You're
is
fucking it up, Andy. Stop it.
Jesus is a,
Stop it. That's disrespect.
Jesus is the stupidest story ever. So you're gonna turn the other cheek, you'll be dead in 2 minutes. Me and Mo grew up with the old nice guy bullshit, and what did it do for us? Nothing. He's banged 2 chicks. You know what? I know a friend. Bob, let's
Asking
call
for
him
a
Bob.
friend.
Let's
He's
call him
asking for a
Bob.
friend.
Bob
Let's
Smith?
call him Bob.
Bob
Bob
Smith?
occasionally peruses the
Do I know
wanted
Bob?
ads,
Do I know Bob?
and occasionally, from time to time, he hits like the lottery in the wanted ads, and there's a 2-for-1 special.
Nice. A
Yeah,
combo?
and
Combo?
so Bob's one of Bob's favorites. Bob's done it a few times.
Genius.
I mean, you could just go double your number, like any random, like
Right now.
Thursday.
Right
Yeah,
now.
tomorrow. Tonight, right now, yeah, right
You
now.
could even triple it.
Let me look it up right now for
Wow.
you. I'll ask Bob where to look.
Wow.
I'll call him right now.
That sounds frightening. At the moment.
Let me ask you something. Is
Go
it like
for
a
it.
bicycle that you feel so comfortable riding that you feel like you've ridden the bicycle your whole life?
No.
No, because your
Like,
bicycles
no.
don't make you calm.
Guy, what do you have it to compare it to? That's like saying you had
No,
the one
I-
basketball your whole life.
But it was a goddamn best basketball ever.
It was plastic, but it was a pretty good basketball.
So- No.
How do you like the color blue? Dude, I'm blind.
I don't need.
Why are you asking
I don't
me?
need blue.
I was born blind.
I have brown, and that's all I got.
I was born brown,
2 shades of brown.
and my heart was born outside of my body. Why are you asking me that?
Whoa! Wow! Crossing.
Yes,
Right,
officer.
right.
He doesn't live anymore.
This guy already matched Mo's numbers.
Who's that?
Some random dick.
Hey, future number.
So this guy, he caught you already.
Winning,
He's up
bro.
to you
That's
already.
winning.
Winning like a fuck.
So what is it? What is it compared to? Like, is it like eating your favorite meal every day?
Did you
A
start to
mí
hate,
no me gusta la pasta.
no, but you start to hate that food. If you eat your favorite food every day, you start to hate it.
Are
No,
we
no, no,
speaking
no,
in
no,
code
not,
now?
not dislike
Ow!
it.
Ow,
Not
guy.
dislike it.
Stop kicking me, guy. Okay.
No. You start to hate it. Like you
Wow.
don't want to eat it anymore.
It's being force fed?
Like Mexican food. You no como taco.
Okay, so what happens? What's the progression from there? Do you think that the tacos says like I hate a Cuban eating me all the time? Right?
No, you start fantasizing about eating other food.
You don't start fantasizing right off the back. I start fantasizing while I'm doing it.
You can do that.
Andy,
What was that?
guy, get close to the mic, man.
Narcolepsy.
You're being yourself,
What are
bro.
we doing?
Narcolepsy.
What are we doing? Guys.
Narcolepsy.
Say what again?
Guys.
Look. Right there in the loin.
What are we doing?
Okay, this is over. I'm
What are we doing?
I'm gonna stop this
What are we
because it's not
doing
doing anything.
Hey,
And
I'll
I'm the
stop
only-
it. Don't
I'm the-
worry.
And I'm the only asshole who has to listen to this.
Do you believe in a giant server? Yeah, well, go say hi to him.
Giant server. Do you believe in the cloud?
Tell the cloud I said hi when you get there. Andy, bro.
Whoa, what's wrong with you, guy? Where'd you do that? It's ridiculous behavior.
I haven't got any in the eye. You know what I do right now for just annoyingness? Look right there.
Andy, why your teeth so green?
No, look. Andy, it's a just put the paste in it. It's gonna wind it. Just be,
Wonky's
Just
whitening
be
Andy's
patient.
teeth with a green laser.
just be patient. Andy, 63 more of these sessions for 2 hours each, and we'll get it like an 85-year-old lady says dying of emphysema.
All right, good night.
Sometimes when Andy smiles at me, I don't know if he has a mouthful of popcorn.
Wow, guy.
Hey, you're not going anywhere. Guy, you're not going.
I'm gonna go to IKEA and buy 2.
Guy, hey, listen to me. Come here. Hey, you're cutting off. You see?
He's closing it up.
No, he's not.
Yes, he is.
We're thinking about where could we do a walk cast with eating.
Yes.
Let's go get pizza real quick. Come with us. Come with us.
Bro,
Come with us.
Lose weight.
Say it again.
Pizza at 9.
Say pizza one more time, motherfucker. Say pizza.
Pizza.
Let me keep whining. Let me keep whining while he's not.
Andy, smile and turn this way a little bit. Okay, a little bit more. Okay.
All right, guys. Move on.
Hey, don't waddle away from me. Hey, did you finally roll your way to?
Hey,
Did you roll
don't
your way
go
to?
chasing waterfalls. Stick to the Arctic places, you know. Guy, where you going? Listen. Andy, come on. We're going to go eat something. Come on, let's go eat.
Hey, Andy, did you roll yourself to? Hey, did you roll yourself over to Roasted and Toasters for the French
Look,
toast?
I wish. Look, right there. Look. Look. Right there. I hear your Armatron watch. Yeah, 3 number 3s, a number 2. No. Andy, come
All right,
here.
we gotta go
Andy,
fight
let's.
Andy.
Hey.
Good night.
Hey, don't do it. Good night. Good night.